What he say? What happened? We go. Uh, all right. What the hell is going on? Oh man, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, we going. Um. Yeah, yeah. You can. You can definitely join me. Ah. Man. All right. Boo boo. Oh shit. I do. I'm lunching. One of them days. One of them days. Oh, and Ken is here. Ken is here. My man. What's going on, family? How you feeling?
I'm blessed, highly favored. How you?
Nah, man, I can't call it. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Trying to figure out if we've
Uh,
ever met before.
I
You
don't
know what I'm
know,
saying? I,
probably
I
somewhere.
think we
I'll
might
be in
have
the mix.
crossed paths.
I'll be in the
Not
mix. So
really sure.
I don't know. I'll be everywhere, wherever I can be.
I could
As
dig
many
it. I
times
could
as
dig
I
it.
can get there.
I could dig it. I could dig it. Looking good out there, man. I appreciate you coming on.
I
It's
appreciate you
8 o'clock.
inviting me.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it an official intro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do that. It
Okay.
is 8:02, and I'm here. It's Mr. Know It All, and it's Monday night. I've been trying this new thing, this going live thing. I'm normally a podcast guy, but I like this. I like getting to know people. And lately I've been interviewing quite a few comedians and whatnot. And I'm gonna keep the trend going. So we're gonna keep going with
Yeah.
the Mr. Know It All Knows series. And today, once again, Mr. Know It All knows funny. And
Talk
because
about it.
Mr. Know It All knows funny, guess who I'm here with? Hey, listen, you be out, you be
Mr.
around,
Ken
man. You be
Jones
around.
himself. Yeah. I be in a lot of places. I'm
you
tired. I'm
be
exhausted.
you,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know it looked like it, but listen, for those that know and for those that don't know, I want to introduce y'all to Ken Jones. Give it up for him, man. Give it up for him, my
Yeah.
man, my man. I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. So we gonna get into some things, man. But what's going on in your world, man? Just give me a little bit of synopsis of what you've been up. Oh, yeah, also you're also a poet though, too. Spoken
I
word
do
connoisseur.
poetry. I
You know
do
what I mean?
poetry. I'm an actor.
Yeah,
I write if you need it. You know what I'm saying whatever you need, I can do.
whatever.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying? I do floors. I don't do floors no more. But I used to do
Oh
floors.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, listen,
I used to
listen.
do a
I
lot
mean,
of
listen.
shit, man.
When the
And
last floor
get
you? When the
money.
last floor you did?
Last time I did a floor, it was like fucking. It had to be like 14 years ago. I ain't
Oh,
feeling
all
no
right, all
floors.
right.
I ain't feeling no
So,
floors at all.
no, so are we talking about like a like the laminate, or we talk about hardwood floors?
I mean, technically, I could used to do all that shit. But I
Oh
would used to,
yeah.
yeah, I used to run with a nigga that was a janitor. So,
Oh okay.
he did everything. I learned how to do all that shit. So,
Say less. Say
heck,
less.
I learned how to get some money. You know what I'm saying?
Look. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all, man. I am
Before
not mad at
comedy
it.
started. You know
Till
what I'm
till till
saying?
you got till you realized the funny was gonna take you somewhere.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like I can't keep getting on my knees for I can't keep getting
Hey,
I can't keep getting on my knees on these fucking
hey,
hardwood
you.
floors.
I
You
could
know what I'm
dig it. I
saying?
could
You know
dig
what
it.
I'm saying?
All right, so
Yeah,
check
yeah.
this out, man. First thing I want to ask you though, how did you actually get into comedy? We talking about the floors thing, but how did you realize that you had the chops in order to do that?
Um, well, I always thought I was funny. I always
Oh
thought I
yeah.
was funny, but I wasn't gonna be a comedian though, because I already knew that comedians was broke. Because back in the days, I ain't never heard a nigga tell a joke about how he had money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, mm.
It's never a comedian that got a joke about how he got money. It's always
Yeah, I can understand.
there was always broke. So I never was gonna be one. But then I fu- I had three. I had two kids. I wound up getting three jobs. I wound up losing all my jobs, and
Right,
then
right.
I was like, "Fuck it, let me just do comedy." Fuck it. And that's what happened. I ain't had no job when I started.
Damn. So it's just one of them things, man. You just figured it out and said, you know what? I
Yeah.
might as
Or
well.
like I had a job, and then like a week later I got fired. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep doing this shit. And then like 4 months later I got a cool gig that worked with the job. So I work with comedy for real.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
So what I always try to get to the bottom of stuff like this or whatnot, because we doing a lot of, I mean, I do the podcast and thing, this multimedia thing, and I look at people that are actually diving into this all crazy, and the ones that are actually willing to take the leap. Like I ain't gonna hold you, over the past year, I've been full-fledged entrepreneur. That's kind of been my
yeah.
thing. Probably not for too much longer, but I'm still going to be doing, everything that I'm doing. I'm just, finding a little bit of a better way to supplement that. What made you say like, yo, fuck all the dumb shit, I'm going for it?
Well, I'm still not full-fledged entrepreneur, and I've never been. Don't
Really?
ever get that twisted. I just work so
Okay.
hard that you think that I am. And I don't feel like you
Wow.
necessarily have to be full-fledged entrepreneur, because I work harder than a lot of people that are full-fledged entrepreneurs. So
Wow. Say less. Say less. It
you just
makes
gotta
sense.
put more actual time in. Like, you're gonna have a couple more sleepy days. That's all. But
Damn.
um, yeah, I've been going to work, bro. I'll work. Find you a job that work with whatever you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
As a comedian, I travel, so I got me a job at the airline. So
Gangster.
you know what I'm
Gangster.
saying?
So
But it's, it's not the only way to travel. You can get a job at the fucking Amtrak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you find something that works
so you
whatever you need to do.
so did you stumble across that, or was you was intentional on saying, you know what? If I'm gonna be
Uh,
moving around, I might as well do it for the low and work for, I mean,
no,
it's gonna
it
help
was
me to do that.
guys' work. It was guys' work. I was at a job, and
Yeah.
my guy brother worked here. My guy brother worked here, and he's like, "Yo, Ken, you might as well come here." And mind
Mm.
you, I was making more money at the time. And I'm not making more that much more. I'm making like 40 cents more, right?
Mm.
40
Mhm.
cents. I'm talking.
Right. Right. Right.
He
Right.
make nine. He make like 9.30 something. I make like 9.80 something right now.
Right. Right.
nine
Right.
dollars
Right.
eighty cents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not even a whole $10, my boy. Not
Right.
even a
Right.
whole. So he
Kind
like,
of a
yo,
dime. Like
he like, he like, yo,
that's
come
crazy.
here. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna come there. He like, man, just fill out the app. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just fill out the app. And I filled
Right.
out the
Right.
app, and then like 4 months after my other job fired me, they just wound up calling me one day. Like, hey, you want to do an interview? And I did that interview on the phone, going to get my kids one day. So then we got the job. And I've been here for 13 years, man.
Damn.
I ain't gonna
Damn.
lie. I just did the math. I get to retire in 8 years. Boy,
Re- Listen,
I
I ain't
get to
mad at that though.
retire free flights in 8 years. So
Hold on,
for
hold
the
on. You
rest
get
of
to
my
fly
life.
for free. You get to fly for free after you retire?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
I get to retire in 8 years.
Listen, say less.
You know what
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
saying?
say less. You can keep it moving and whatnot. Listen, man. That I don't know. Certain things align themselves or whatnot. I'm not into
Yeah.
I believe in divine intervention, and I believe in the things that are meant to be will be. But I
I
also
believe
think this.
everything that's meant to be will be. And I don't want
Yeah.
nothing that's not mine. And everything is mine already is mine. I just didn't go get it yet.
Ooh.
You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
find out. Hold on. Let me find out. You came on here, you want to
Come
drop
on.
knowledge. Yeah, I'm
You know what
saying.
I'm saying? That's all I do. I'm gonna give you some
Yeah,
knowledge.
yeah, yeah.
You
Drop a
know me, I'm
bar
just looking
too.
to
I
get
love
some
it.
money.
I
You know
love
what
it. I
I'm saying?
love it.
But
So
yeah,
you want to start with the good, or you want to start with the bad on this line of questioning? Because I want to ask you a couple
I
questions
ain't know
that
what's
have to.
gonna be bad. Ain't nothing bad. Ain't no
So
bad situations.
all right. So let's start with this then. What was your worst experience in comedy?
Worst experience in comedy. And that's why I say ain't nothing bad, because you know what I'm saying, it's a flick to everything. It might sound bad, like it might
Right,
start
right,
off bad, but
right.
it's some good shit that happened from that. Like I bombed. Um, I did a joint called Philly Apollo. They used to do it at CCP. This is the first time I met Malcolm Hill. Malcolm
Okay.
Hill was the Prince of Philly at the time. He still probably is the Prince of Philly. Nonetheless,
Yeah, you can
first,
pretty much. Yeah.
yeah,
That was
well,
right.
yeah, but I'm not into the titles. But
Right.
nonetheless,
uh,
that's my guy. First time I met Malcolm though,
right.
I go up there. He like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, I'm about to do some comedy. He like, you about to do some comedy? Mind you, he a comedian in the city. He never seen me before. So
Right.
that's the first thing. I'm about to do some comedy. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about to
Yeah.
do some comedy. He like,
Right.
all right, well, cool. He like, well, tell me your first joke. You know, I tell him the joke. He like, oh, I don't think that's gonna work. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm still trying anyway.
Right.
But it's Philly Apollo. Remember, Apollo was that
Oh, come
bullshit,
on. Yeah. That's what it
right?
was about. Yeah.
So I go out there. The first thing I say, "What's going on this side?" They were like, "Yeah," and I said, "What's going on this side?" They're like, "Boo!" All I
They
did was
waiting
ask them what
for.
was going on.
The,
They booed me so fucking bad.
dog.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
but after that, I wound up catching the train home. I wanted to
Yeah.
catch the train to my car because I ain't want to drive down there with CCP type shit. But
Right.
I catch the train home, and I see this girl that live around the corner from me on the
Right.
train. She
Oh.
fine as shit, and she was at the show. And then
Right.
then she walked up. I wound up talking to her. She like, oh, I wanted to see you perform. Oh my god, you look like you're gonna be funny as hell. I'm mad I'm gonna get to see you perform. Next day, I got to hit that. So I felt like that was a win-win. That was a win-win for me.
So you
Like
got the first, you got the boo, then you got the boo tay.
yeah, like
Now I'm here all week, dog. I'm here all week. You know what I mean?
listen,
I toss a little
listen,
joke out every once in a while, a
listen.
little quip, a little something. You know what I mean?
It is what it is.
No.
That she was all that too. She was a
Oh, was
fire.
it?
Yeah, she was a fire little
Listen,
girl for a minute.
listen.
She's
Oh, for a
she's
minute. Oh, it was a
gonna.
return engagement. You kept that moving.
Oh no. I keep them.
You
Keep
keep them
them
on
in.
deck.
Yeah. Don't get rid of nothing too fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Nothing
you
too
know what I mean.
fast.
You don't want to block
Keep
your
them on that.
blessings. I
No,
I I,
no.
I could dig that. I could dig that. So, what was the best experience that you had being a comedian doing comedy?
I don't know. Best experience. Every experience is a pretty good experience. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Best experience. I met a lot of people. I've been in a lot of places.
Right.
My best experience. My best experience probably would be. I did like a. I did like a. It was like a talent show. It was a
Okay.
talent show, and when I performed, like every age group was in there from 8 to 80, from eight
Okay.
to 80,
Right.
and
Right.
I killed that shit.
Yeah.
And one of the 8-year-old little girls walked up to me and she said, "You are so hilarious." And that probably was one of my best experiences. That made me
Yeah.
realize I could take this shit everywhere. Like
Right.
just knowing that I can make people laugh from 8 to 80. That made me
Yeah.
realize I'm really here for this. Because
Right.
everybody can't make this happen.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah. Yeah. Because that's not as
a
serious
lot of
because
generations in between that. You
yeah,
know what
no,
I'm
you
saying?
yeah, for real. So that means that you know what I mean. 'Cause we'll talk about the situation with your movies in a second, but that makes sense and whatnot because think about that. That's like an Eddie Murphy type thing, and I
Yeah.
always think about that when I start talking about ranges of comedians because certain people stay in certain pockets. Like you probably won't see Dave Chappelle doing a kid movie unless it's like a
Mm,
cartoon. You know what I'm saying? He's
right.
just really raw with it. But Eddie Murphy he was very vast at what he did. He took it
Yeah.
from earliest it was Raw and Trading Places, and then it ended up being Nutty Professor and Daddy Daycare and shit like that. So
But
yeah, when we start to look at it, we think of them as like, holy shit, like the range on that is there. So that's a good litmus test, though, man. That's a really
yeah,
good litmus test and whatnot. How you come up with your material, though?
life, live it, speak it, talk to
Really,
people, like just have like real conversations, just have real talk to
really,
people, and then it might not be. It might be something you say that just trigger my mind and like this wheel start to turn,
right,
and,
right, right,
and
right,
that's
right.
it.
And then you just you take it, you write it down, you put it in story form, or are
I
you a
just keep.
writer? Or are you more an
I try to
improver? What do you
remember
want to
that
do?
shit. I'm try to remember as many joints as possible, and then
Yeah,
do it like that. I don't write too much. I need to write more. Not to say that not writing is a good thing. Don't be like me, kids. But that's just not my process. So I
okay,
just go up
okay,
there and I really just say whatever the fuck be on my mind most of the times. Most times I already know what I'm going to say because nowadays I like to come in more prepared. But then
right,
you'll go in there prepared, and then you'll look at the crowd. And these niggas don't want to hear none of this shit you just about to say. So now you got to
right,
just say shit. So sometimes you
right,
got to just go up there and talk. Or I got so many jokes I can talk. I can just talk until I'm leading into one of the good jokes that I got. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
I
right,
do some
right.
shit like that. So
You do like impressions, impersonations, and shit like that.
not too many. Not too many.
Not too
I don't,
many.
I don't,
Okay.
I don't impersonate nobody. I wish I was good at that. I'm terrible at that shit. All my shit sound like Ken trying to impersonate somebody. it sound like it sound like Ken being a Jamaican. One.
Because the best, it's funny though, because
Yeah.
when I think about like people doing impressions, I don't really take nobody's impression. Like some people just great at impressions, but then I think that the one of the marks that I say of a good comedian, for especially for a male comedian, is how good he impersonates a woman. And it's not about the 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 sound of it, it's about the aesthetic. So like when you hear Kevin Hart like no like all that shit, like when you hear them do that and whatnot, I think that be appealing to the listener or whatnot. Just it makes it a little bit more funny. Like
But
you
I
got
mean,
do you
you gotta have voice inflections when you're telling your stories. That way
yeah
people can
yeah
understand that it's a different person and shit. Some people so bland it just sound like one monotone. So now it's like
yeah I know what you mean.
and that'll put you to sleep. Just that same monotone. It's not even that the nigga ain't funny. It's the
Right.
monotone. Like this nigga put on bed music.
Oh man. Yeah, yo. So look, so I was, and I've been watching them before, whatever, because when I actually scroll to your page, when I remembered that I definitely do follow you. And you got some hilarious videos
Oh
on
yeah.
IG and whatnot. It was one that I was just watching and whatnot when you was talking about your you said you had your first job at 11.
Oh
That
yeah.
you was working with your stepdad or somebody like that.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm been a janitor. They put me in
Yeah,
the game. I was a
yeah.
janitor at 11, my boy. 11 to 22.
But you said it was like a double. You said it was like a double duty thing because he was also babysitting you at the
Yeah,
time.
like technically, I'm not even supposed to be working, bro. Like I'm supposed to be relaxing.
Uh,
He just wanted to get out the building faster.
right. So
Like I can give you a couple.
you was actually working. He had you on doing
Nah,
some shit.
nah, he had me fucking working, bro. Like scrubbing toilets and fucking cleaning fucking all. It's like apartments. It's apartments down fucking what's the name? South Philly, like right by the.
Okay,
When you go to the airport,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that
right
big
on there
ass
on the left.
complex that's in the back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an
down the
apartment
street from the
building.
stadiums.
So
Yeah,
he got a contract over there. You know what I'm saying? He
right,
had this contract for like the last 15, 20 years. So
right,
he
right.
go clean them apartment buildings every time somebody move out. You know what I'm saying? And that's where all the baseball players and fucking all them niggas, a lot of them niggas live over there. Like all the ones that
Yeah,
just come in for a season or two. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
They don't
right.
really want to get no crib in Philly.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
They
saying?
just stay right over. No, you're right. No, I know
Go,
exactly what you.
they go over there. Fucking actually, I seen Bean C go over there one day. This is when I was young though. I'm
Oh
talking about
shit.
fucking. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like fucking 15. Seeing this
He,
nigga.
he probably had a little bitty back there, a little something,
No,
little
no, no. He
something.
had somebody. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, some light he was going back there to
it's,
go see and whatnot. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's how it always is.
yeah.
It's always. I actually know people that live back in that zone and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And they got some work back there. A couple things back there. Some work.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah, yeah.
what it is or whatnot. I ain't seen it in years. Like driven past it, but I haven't really been in there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
in class. But it's a good job. I used to
Right.
clean that motherfucker out. So that's what we
Yeah.
did.
Okay. So, because they was like told it was like luxury apartments when they first got together. So are they still luxury, or is it kind of more like the location makes it luxury?
I feel like they got a luxury section. You know what I'm saying? But all
Okay.
of them not luxury. So like some of them joints very basic. A lot of them joints because it's like three buildings. No, it's three buildings and then you get to a whole luxury side, which a whole
Oh,
they got
okay.
a nice little section. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But those are nicer joints, but the first three
Right.
buildings is kind of they regular as shit.
Yeah, I can like that's yeah, but it's probably high as hell because of South Philly. So that's a whole nother thing,
Yeah, I
you know.
mean it's definitely a cool joint. Like for later. You got the
So you
pool and shit.
so you also do poetry,
I
right?
do poetry. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
man. So how did you
That's
get
a fact.
into poetry? Spoken word. Was it something that did you used to rap and then you put that into something?
Technically, I've been wanting to be a rapper all my life. Fuck comedy. I wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to
Oh
be the
shit.
best. I wanted to be the best rapper ever. My problem is I don't know how to rap, so I'm not good at it. I'm not
What?
really good at rap. I just like
Wait.
to rap. You know the nigga when y'all smoking, the one that always got a freestyle.
Oh
That's
my
me.
god. Yeah,
And y'all
yeah.
like, why this nigga? Why every time we get drunk, he on a freestyle, and I'm irritating the fuck out of niggas. Shit sound terrible, but
Right,
I
right.
love that shit. I love that shit. I don't know.
But now let me
I
say,
technically I
I
used to write
remember being
poetry.
high. I
Oh
remember being
yeah,
high and freestyling because I used to
yeah.
rap. I remember being high and freestyling. Nigga, I don't care if nigga, I don't know if it was the like because you know you got people around you that be like that shit was crazy. You know, it's free just right off the top.
Yeah.
Man, I used to rap some of the best shit ever. And what I used to do was I used to sit, and it didn't work after you said it or whatnot. Like we used to sit down and I made sure that we recorded it. And mind you, I'm an old head. So this is back when, you know what I mean, it had to be on tape. So we was recording the shit, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you
Mm.
know, doing something that had like a desktop computer with some shit hooked up to it. And we be high as giraffe's ass, just rapping over a beat. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? And you listen back to that shit most of the time, though, when you were sober, and it sounded like gibberish. It was on some
Yeah.
fuckity
The
fuck shit. Like it
bullshit.
was.
Like what the fuck? Shut this nigga up. But I used to uh I used to write poetry when I was a kid though.
Right.
For my little girlfriends and shit like that type shit. But I wanted to get my heart broke. Not really. I ain't really get my heart broke. I really just didn't get my ex back after she left, and that hurt my heart. You know what I'm saying?
How old was you? How old was you?
This was like I don't know, probably like 2018, 2019 type
Oh
shit.
shit! Oh, this is a real ex. This ain't a puppy
Yeah, I
love ex.
love
This
her.
your
I love
baby, baby.
her. I love her. But I couldn't get it back, so I wanted to write a poem about the shit about getting her back, and that shit didn't work. But the poem was actually fire. So with the poem being
Hmm.
fire, everybody was like, "Oh, write more, write more." So I wrote more, and
Right.
then all of my shits was fire. And then,
Did she
ironically,
hear it?
she did. She still didn't take me back. She ain't shit.
Damn. What you do?
I wasn't shit.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah,
I
he was
wasn't
wilding
shit.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
drawed.
nigga. That's how that works.
I double dog drawed.
Yeah,
But
that's yeah, like yes, it happens,
it,
man.
it's
Like
the
it happens.
process.
Like yeah,
Uh,
like you have to yeah, it's unfortunate, bro. Like really, you
Don't you
have
like
to be able
that?
to, you know what I mean? Because that's, life in itself or whatnot, man. Like I want to you know what I mean, while we going and whatnot, I just wanted to read some of these comments from IG or whatnot. Shout out to Sipping with Sammy and whatnot. He's on there.
Oh, you know,
Yeah. I
yeah.
don't know if you know Sammy?
Yeah, I did sipping. I did
Oh,
sipping.
okay. Sipping.
I did that.
Yeah. Now I've been
I
over there
did
before,
sipping.
whatnot. That's a hell of a time, man. That shit is like drink chance Philly over there. That
Yeah,
nigga get you. That nigga get you
too
right and
much.
whatnot.
Too much. I
Yeah,
think I had to
man.
go to
But
bed. I had to go bathroom like 3 times on his episode. All right.
yeah, but shout out to this. Shout out to Hypebees up there, whatnot. Yeah. You know what I mean? From How to Hustle podcast, my man. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to everybody that's doing it up there. I'm just looking at some of the comments because they, everybody's just, formal introductions. Everybody saying yep, you know what I mean, and all that and whatnot. But maybe they can give some input on something and whatnot, and here's something funny they can add to it. Definitely. So let's keep it moving along and whatnot. So you were recently in the so what is it called? The More Than the Streets movie. It
More
was
than
on
the
Tubi.
streets.
Yeah. So how was that experience, and how do you compare that to the experience of other films you've been in? How many films you been in?
10? 11?
10? Damn.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
A lot of them ain't didn't come out yet.
Oh, for real? Oh, you still got some in the pipeline?
Yeah, I do.
Oh shit.
Bro, I really just I call. I be hitting people up. They call me. Whatever, how we make it work. I be going. I be going. I
Right.
do that 1 2 scenes, and we make it happen and get it done. I
Oh, okay.
I literally I'm in another movie in Philly. I was just in another movie in a scene, and I don't even know the name of that motherfucker yet.
No.
I got to hit the niggas up to get the name again. But
Right.
you know
Right.
what? They called me. They hit me up. They're like, "Yo, we want you to be in this boxing movie." And then I'm all hyped because I've been working out. So I'm like, "Damn, they've been
Right.
seeing me fucking work out." So now they want to be in a boxing movie because of my fucking body, and I'm excited because that's what I've been working out for. Because
right.
to get
Right.
in a boxing movie because of my body, it sounds crazy. Like why
Right.
they
Right.
want you in the movie? My body look amazing. I'm with the athletes now. Like I'm on the
right.
athlete side. That's a whole different side. Don't you know they wanted me to be a fucking drug dealer in the movie?
A drug
They
dealer in the
called.
boxing movie?
They wanted me to be the drug dealer in the boxing movie. Like get the fuck out of here. I'm thinking they calling me for my body. They think I'm calling me because I look like a drug. Come on. Come
Oh
on.
man. No, man. Listen. I mean, at least, well, do you get to throw a punch in the motherfucker?
Nah, dude. Nah, my
Nah.
friend. Technically, they wanted me to get robbed. And I'm a bitch ass drug dealer. I'm not. They didn't think I'm a real nigga. They wanted me to get robbed. Like,
They
come on,
wanted you.
bro.
They wanted you to be a drug dealer in a boxing movie that got robbed.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, who the hell would rob you? You think you the drug dealer? Other
Nigga,
drug dealers?
nah.
Well, at least I don't know. The part sounds intricate or whatnot. So, what did you like? Was you in it? Did you take the part? What happened?
I just showed up. I got a little scene. The other niggas got robbed. I just talked about them getting robbed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who
And
the fuck robbed y'all? That's all. Somebody robbed
so,
y'all today?
so these joints, so these, a lot of these, what you call us, are is it more improv or is it like a stick to the script type vibe when you're doing it?
Most of my shit, it depends.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like niggas be having lines, but the lines don't be lining. I'll be telling you that.
right.
I feel like a lot of people that only write for themselves.
Okay, now explain that. What you mean by that? Right? Yeah, run that down to me.
A
Give
lot of
me
this
what you
shit,
talking about.
first person. So they don't. Once they get to the drug dealers and the actors, or the people that's on the streets. Like a lot
Okay.
of women are writing stories, and they don't know how street niggas talk to each other in
No.
real life. You know what I'm
So give me an
saying?
example. Give me
Because
an example of something that you heard that was like, nigga, this ain't real. The nigga can't.
me and the niggas be on the block. You be like, what you guys doing? Y'all going over Cheryl's house? Like, what are you guys doing?
Yo,
Like,
so
fuck
do
us up, my. So, and I change it up. Like, all right, fuck us up, my nigga. Y'all good?
oh
You know what I'm
man,
saying? Like,
Tyus said that sound like Tyler Perry was writing that.
yeah. What are you guys doing?
Oh man, somebody said you'd be like, put your hands up, dude.
Put your hands up.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So when you approach it, when you talk to him, you say like, yo, this shit ain't something that I would say, or this ain't
Sometimes
something. Oh, you
I'm
tell
like,
him?
that don't sound right. No, I like. It
Was
depends. I ain't really been on no super big ass project shit, so I don't know if I can talk to all the niggas like that. But
yeah,
on most of the projects I'm on, they want me on. So it's
right,
kind of
right,
like when they want you on it, it's different. Now, once I just get on some shit, maybe I can't change every fucking word, every
right,
line, because
right.
it's a white man who think he done did the most perfect work in the world. So, but
Yeah,
motherfuckers do get offended. Motherfuckers get offended by changing the script. I'll tell you that. So everybody think their writing is just so immaculate. Not to say everybody they good. It's just like,
right. Yeah, I mean it's tough, man. You know what I'm saying? I've written a screenplay, you know what I mean, before, you know what I mean, just seen it, but I haven't actually seen it in action. So I can only say from, from the viewpoint of what you write, you think that shit is thorough. But at the end of the day, I think identifying the character is probably the best part. Like being able to mold it in, you know what I mean, with that person. Like I've seen movies. You ever see a movie with an actor in it that you know how this actor act, and the movie's just not good because you like the actor, you just don't like the part that's written for him?
I mean, half of Kevin Hart shit,
Oh,
all the new shit, I got all the new shit. Like I like Kevin Hart to be
right.
Kevin Hart.
You
I
don't like
like
Jumanji?
uh, Jumanji was cool. No, Jumanji was cool.
Oh,
But Kevin
Jumanji was
Hart was
okay.
he was cool. He was kind though.
Right, right, right.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
you
saying?
talk
Like
about
when he
the
changed
acting shit.
character, like when he changed character, like when he become a real actor versus us going to the movies to see Kevin Hart in the
Okay.
movie versus
Right, right.
this movie got Kevin Hart in it and so and so and so and so and so and so and so
Okay,
because
okay. I
they
see
trying
what
to make so and so and so like everybody trying to be the actor, but
yeah, 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 yeah.
I feel like when Kev is just him and his person, he is the funniest, one of the funniest niggas walking right now. Like he really untouchable. Like ain't can't nobody touch him.
Yeah.
Mind you,
Ty said you
he
talking
the
about
biggest
lift.
and the richest. You know what I'm saying? He the
Yeah.
biggest and the richest. But besides that shit, can't nobody touch him when he being Kev. It's just I don't like
Ty,
person.
Ty said you
Huh?
was talking about Lift. You was talking about the movie Lift. I didn't even
I
see
mean,
that movie. I ain't even watch it because I
I
don't,
mean,
but I maybe I should see it or whatnot. Because you're right. I think, I mean, I support, situations and for what they are. And I like seeing my favorite characters in movies. And I do like even the crap, like the True Story John wasn't a bad John. I actually liked the True Story John.
like I understand it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Mm-hmm.
as a fan of that man,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to see nothing else. Not
Right.
me
You want to
personally.
right,
I
right,
understand what it because this shit about business and this shit about broadening your horizons. You don't stick to
right.
the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good thing either. But as a fan of him, I don't want to see that else.
I
It's
could dig
like
it. Yeah. No, I can understand that. I could definitely understand that. Let me see here. What else we got for you or whatnot? I gotta keep my questions written down. All right. So put these in order of preference: acting, comedy, poetry.
comedy, poetry, acting.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, comedy, poetry, acting.
I'm
Uh,
surprised. So poetry, you you dig poetry. Now comedy I already know. That was already a foregone conclusion for me. But I'm surprised that you went with poetry over acting.
um, well, I don't really. poetry I do by myself. Like it's just me. I'm not big of a fan working with a lot of people and acting.
Uh,
You got to do that shit. It's not, and it's not to say it's not a good time. It's just sometimes it
right,
be a
right.
long time, it be an unnecessary time. A lot of people doing a lot of other shit. Like, a lot of shit be unnecessary on the movie set. But those are how movie sets is set up to be. It's set up to be this organized and shit like that. So
Right, right, right.
you gotta go through the steps to be in it, and you do all that shit, and you only on camera for fucking 15 seconds. So it's
Yeah,
like,
right, right. I see what you said. So it's more the hassle than the art form than in itself or whatnot.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
it's
if
more of a
you're a real
controllable.
actor, then if you trying to pull scenes out, I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not pull scenes out, nigga. I'm.
right.
I'm fucking the intermission and making niggas laugh. So
Right,
uh,
right. Which I can respect
yeah,
that. I can respect
I'm the
that. Yeah,
comedic relief. Yeah, that's what they
yeah,
bringing
yeah.
me in. Oh, just
Right.
let me get a little funny part right here. Boom, and I'm out of there. I'm out. So, but with
Tone, the
poetry,
promoter's on. What's
with,
up,
with,
Tone? What's going on, Tone?
that's my
What's,
nigga.
yeah, matter
That's
of
my
fact,
guy.
that I guess that leads me into the next thing that I want to talk to you about. I want to talk about Laugh the Pain Away.
Oh, laugh the pain
You
away.
know,
You know,
yeah,
a poetically infused comedy experience where you bring we bring poets, we bring comedians, and we bring free wine. So if you ain't got nothing to do, we do it every third Friday in Philadelphia. Technically, it's Manioc, so you ain't got to worry about getting shot at or nothing. Pew pew. The cops come fast over there. You know what
right,
I'm saying? They be on their ass. You know what I'm saying?
right.
They ain't got these kind of problems. So
Yeah,
come
man,
hang
young
out with
different.
us in Manioc.
Uh,
It's this Friday. The show start at 8:30. You might as well come over here. You might as well be there at 8. But fuck it, it's shit gonna be lit. I'm gonna be there, and the poetry bring the feelings out. You know what I'm saying? I be making niggas cry with poetry.
really,
I be having people drop tears like real rap. That shit different.
drop
That
a
shit
shed
different.
a thug
Dropping
tear was
tears,
that's what's up.
dropping tears. I'm like, God damn, I didn't even know this shit moved you like that. And like, oh my God, I don't had nobody talk to me. Yeah, that shit real.
So how did it start? How did you start? You know what I mean? How did it come about to do this comically infused poetry
Oh,
show with the, you know what I mean? How did who came up with the idea?
well, the idea was just I do comedy, I do poetry, and I need a way to showcase both of them. So it's like I'm
Mm,
a unique artist that most people haven't seen. Technically, it's only like four of us, five of us in the
right,
fucking
right,
world that do comedy and poetry and that's good at both. Because people do it. It's people
right.
that do both, but they
Yeah.
ain't good at both. So
Oh,
to be good at both, you know what
right.
I'm saying, it's different. So
Mm,
there's only like four of us that's that will be good on the show. And I kinda wanna do a tour with all them niggas or at least a show with all them niggas one day. I'm gonna put it
oh,
together. But I just had to showcase my shit. That's it. You had to showcase the poetry, the comedy at the same time.
someone calls you the poemedian.
The
Is that what it is?
po-median. You know
The
what I'm saying? That's a
poemedian.
po-median. Ken Jones, the po-median. You know what
Uh,
it is. You
yeah. So
know,
you all around hustler though, man. So I hear you got a clothing line too.
stress away apparel, you know what I'm saying? You can eat her stress away, suck my stress away, smoke my stress away, or pray my stress away. I believe we need to do all those things in the same day. After you eat her, she suck you, y'all smoke one, then y'all pray about it because y'all some nasty mother. Shut your mouth. Jesus.
Where can the people
Yeah.
find that? Where can they find
At
that at?
stressawayapparel.com or no, not stressaway apparel, or stressaway apparel on Instagram, but you can go to KenJonesComedy.com. KenJonesComedy.com. You can get all your merch there. But
Damn.
besides that, the link is always in the bio. You know what I'm saying? Just go to the page, link in the bio. Click, click, click. Bam. We get money again. We get
Vibe,
money again.
vibe. Yeah, that's the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? Vibes, vibes, vibes. All right, check this out. Going straight into I do a segment. It's called the GOAT segment. I'm gonna give you a
The
little
ghost
rundown.
segment.
the GOAT segment. You tell me exactly who's the GOAT of everything that I asked you about.
Okay.
Let me see. You answer it, then I'll answer it behind you. Pause. All right, let me see. The GOAT of comedy.
The GOAT of comedy. Um, what I can say is I don't want to just throw around words like GOAT because greatest
Right.
of all time mean a hell of a meaning.
Yeah.
But what I can say is who I got number one is I got Cat Williams number one, and I
Oh
got
shit.
Martin at number two.
Oh shit.
So, and after that, the other comedians they're not famous.
Okay.
It's Talent, Toure, and Timmy Hall,
Now I know all of
and
them. No, I was
we
say
can
they
throw
famous enough.
we can
Uh-huh.
throw Tony Roberts in there too.
Okay, Tony Roberts or Tony Rock?
No, Tony Roberts, not Tony Roberts,
Oh, all right.
not Tony Roberts.
Vibes. I like that.
I
I
would.
like that.
I'm definitely going. If I'm going to take somebody, I'm definitely going to take Chris over Tony. But
I can
not
dig
to
it.
say, not to say Tony ain't funny. You're a funny nigga too.
It's
But
fun, but it's funny that you say Chris because my goat of comedy is Chris Rock. I think Chris Rock, a goat of stand-up comedy is Chris Rock. If you're talking comedic versatility, acting, and all that too, or whatnot with it, I'll say Eddie Murphy. But yeah, the goat of just stand-up comedy all the way around to me is Chris Rock. So who is the goat of Philly?
um, the goat of Philly,
Of Philly.
like just any nigga that's from Philly, like type shit.
Any like essentially any nigga that's from, I mean, you can go with music, you can go with acting, you can go with comedy, anything,
Um,
but the goat of Philly.
the goat. And um, the goat of Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck really had Philly they way? I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. It's we can go several ways, but it depends on what era you're talking about because different eras is you know what I'm saying. So
Right.
it'd be either AI, fucking Beanie Siegel, fucking Will Smith, and yeah, that's what I got. You can give it to me, but I don't really feel like I don't know really feel like Meek had Philly on his back like that. Like
Right.
besides when he was younger, when
Yeah.
Meek was younger, like we would all rock around that nigga. But I don't feel like Philly rock behind Meek like that.
Yeah.
I feel like they more. I don't
I
know.
think no, I think that I think that you got to get off. I think people have to get off the ground level in Philly. I think that the problem is that you can't really be as accessible all the time in a place like Philly because it's big enough to be, one of the major cities in the country, but it's also small enough to really have a neighborhood feel, and people are going to be we gonna Philly. The niggas is gonna hate, they're gonna be resentful, they're gonna feel away, they're gonna act wonky and funny and hate on the shit that you do. So I think you got to put yourself above that. That's why I say my Philly goat would be Will Smith, and it's probably gonna forever be. That nigga can smack
Yeah,
30 more niggas on stage, and I still think that Will Smith is gonna be that
yeah.
guy.
He'll forever be up. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
everybody else pretty much like Beans got punched. That was a bad John. Fucking
Right.
Meek. I feel like Meek didn't put enough niggas on. Meek didn't put enough niggas on, and that's really why Philly
Right.
don't really fuck with me. Because there's a lot of niggas that should be famous already, and it's
Mm.
like I don't feel like Corey should be trying to get famous right now. Corey should be famous. You feel me?
I think that, but that's in Tone. Shout out to Tone. Tone said Wilt Chamberlain. That's a hell of that's a good look right there. Wilt is always going to be up there, especially as far as sports figures.
I
But
know about goats though. Man, that nigga ain't run shit like AI did. So
that nigga, he a goat in one
and
division.
AI not even from this motherfucker. So
That's true. Wilt is a goat in one division though. That nigga's a goat in everybody in one division.
yeah.
Nigga hanging.
What?
That nigga got 20,000 in the rafters.
Yeah.
20,000. God damn. I couldn't even imagine. I don't know if I've had sex 20,000 times, let alone 20,000 women. God damn.
20,000 is a fucking lie.
Yeah, I know it's a lie, but it just sounds good when you it just sound good when
He probably did hit him.
you talk about the folklore of this nigga.
Yo.
But so hold up. Let me see what else I got. I got you go to sports.
So the sport, Michael Jordan. My favorite player is Kobe though, but Michael, yeah,
Michael Jordan.
yeah. But
I mean, yeah,
fucking, ain't nobody was more made for this shit than LeBron.
that's
The
how I
nigga,
feel.
like the
I feel
nigga was made,
basketball.
like the nigga was devised for this
Yeah,
basketball shit. I don't know what guy was up there doing, but he was making that nigga.
they created that nigga in the lab. I'm trying to tell you, man. Whenever like this kid just appears, like he been rich and famous since he was 17, and has been every bit as advertised. It's like this nigga's the Captain America of basketball. That's what he does.
He can't lose in this shit. Like he don't even do nothing else. His
Right.
kids in it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Ain't nobody else did it. Not one.
Yes.
Fucking Michael Jordan starting fucking sniffing coke and chasing his fucking chasing Scottie Pippen bitches. Like come on.
Yeah, you
It's
couldn't
fucking
even.
a waste. That nigga's a waste.
You can't even make that shit up. That's crazy.
Like that nigga's a waste of a person for real. Like on some real shit.
God
Michael
damn.
Jordan's son really a waste of a fucking person. I imagine being Michael Jordan's son and you ain't got no fucking. He's got the fucking biggest sneaker business. Like he should be. Come on, man. I'm tired of this nigga. I'd have had the best resale shop ever.
Uh-huh.
My resale shop is so fucking crazy right now.
I know. I would have a business where I'd be straight off the sweat of my dad and what he did. You're right.
Yeah.
I would have the Marcus Jordan flip flops and some shit like that just to have them. But some niggas don't care. That's how it works.
You're right. Niggas don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Out here
All right.
wasting time.
So, GOAT song.
GOAT song?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the song that made me famous. I Miss You by Harold Melvin and the Blue Note. Teddy Pendergrass version.
That's my shit.
And
Yeah, that's my shit right there.
And I was really just listening to that song when I was sad.
Right.
I was listening to the song when I was sad and missing my bitch. So, yeah, that's the GOAT right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no. I could even tell you my favorite song is, dog. I listen. I don't know. That it fluctuates. You know what I'm saying? There could be some Jodeci shit, some Drew Hill shit, or something. Something like it. One or the other. So, all right.
My wedding song is Usher. Goddamn, Usher fucking. I'll be your groupie, baby.
Oh, Superstar.
Yeah.
Superstar. That's vibes. That's vibes. So you got a wedding song already, Nick? You got a wedding song? Are you married?
Yeah, I got wedding.
Oh, damn. Lost him for a second. Hopefully we can get him back. Got a couple more minutes. Hopefully we can get him back. I appreciate y'all though being on a live feed or whatnot. Definitely. Appreciate y'all. Hopefully we can get him back. As you can see, he was working in the midst of that. That's dedication right there. He never lied, man. Full-time comedian, got a job, got all different types of things going on. You know what I mean? Ken Jones is the real deal. I'm hoping to get him back so we can finish the interview. We got 50 minutes in and whatnot. Um, yeah, but I appreciate everybody that came on the live feed and whatnot. Is keep trying to extend what we're doing, with this, I mean, branching it out, pause to other platforms. Yeah, it's a good look, man. It's a really, really a good look. Definitely. Yeah, nah, Tony, you right, man. He's about to be out of here, dog. So I gotta, what I mean? I'm glad that he was able to grace us with his presence for a minute or whatnot. Even if we can't finish the interview, it's still a good look because we got him on there, we got him to interview, we got him to talk, and it'll be saved and it'll go into the archives of everything that's going on with the KnowItAll network. And yeah, Mr. KnowItAll knows funny. I'm gonna give him a couple of minutes, maybe get back on. If not, that'll be fine. Yeah, cool and all that. Something you want to talk about, Taya? Taya said she wanted to talk about something, but I didn't know what was happening or whatnot, what she was doing. You know what I mean? I know she's in the, what you call it. There she is. Let's see what she's doing here. There she is. Still with no camera. What's up?
No camera, no camera. What's up? What's up?
Ain't none. Ain't none. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and whatnot. But that was what's up, though, man. That he was able to come on. You know what I mean? While he was getting ready for work or whatnot. Like he got him where he fit in. That's what's up. I really, really appreciated that.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
was
I'm
a good
saying?
interview. I was laughing. It was
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a good
No,
look.
because it's funny, right? When I had reached out to him last week, in the
Yeah.
midst of me reaching out to him, I'm watching this movie More Than the Streets because somebody I know, my Facebook friend, actually directed that movie with his wife. His name is Mark Johnson.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
like, oh, okay. I'm watching the movie there, and I'm messaging him at the same time. He
Right.
comes on the screen. I said, hold up, ain't that Ken?
uh-huh. Did you mention it to him when you was
Yeah,
talking
I
to him?
did. I did
Oh,
it.
okay.
I
Okay.
said,
Got
hey, I'm watching this movie on Tubi More Than the Streets, and I see you
you. Right. Right.
on the
Right.
screen. Like, it was fun.
Right.
At first, I thought he just had a cameo, but then it went to another scene, and he actually was like, next time, get that money to me. Like, he said something like that. Like, somebody didn't want to do a job or something like that. Like, didn't want to do a hit. And
Right.
then he was like, yeah, because he be on some other stuff. Next time, get it. So when he said like that, he inserts the comedic relief. Like, that's what he
Yeah.
did in that movie. And it was funny because I didn't think that he was going to do that. Like, I thought he was going to say something serious.
See, that's what he was talking about, and that's when I
Yeah,
asked
and
him. I'm glad he
it
kind of.
was yeah, it was the shock value for me because I
Yeah.
really it wasn't it wasn't a comedy.
Right.
Like, it was
Oh,
a
it wasn't.
serious movie. No.
Oh, what the
But
what?
he just was like, he just was like, yeah, next time get that money to me because he be tripping or something he said like that. And I
Right.
was cracking up. And it was funny because originally I thought he wasn't going to say anything because he just was staying around all serious with the gang, the rest of the crew, right? He wasn't saying that. He just was looking like he had his hat on. And then he finally had a scene and he said something like he said it in like a funny way. And I was like, staying true to you. So when he said what he said about, how he don't like certain people that are comedians doing the serious roles or acting instead of being themselves, he's
Right.
staying true to that with himself. So
Right. That makes sense, though. Makes all the sense in
yeah,
the world.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Especially like if you're a comedian, you know what I mean? Stick to your guns. But I understand. So when he was mentioning, he was saying something about Kevin Hart, and he was
yeah.
talking
That's
about
what I'm talking about. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So he was saying that he like how he kind of didn't like the last few roles.
yeah, because they're not typical Kevin Hart roles. They're serious.
Right, 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 right.
I mean, I get,
Yeah,
you got to be. I guess he feel like he got to be. I mean, he is kind of following the Eddie Murphy path. Eddie Murphy played the role in Dreamgirls, and I mean that still was funny, but it wasn't supposed to be.
yeah. Like
But
I don't know. Yeah, like Eddie Murphy was kind of nah. Eddie
Jimmy
Murphy was
got
kind of.
sold. Jimmy got sold.
I think that more. I think it was more. I think Eddie Murphy. Only time that I didn't really feel like movies was for Eddie Murphy was when the role was a little odd. Like the role kind of went left. So like Distinguished Gentleman. That was weird.
Yeah, it was
I
weird.
didn't like that. You know what
Nah.
I'm saying? And then remember Metro?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I wasn't really into that either. And then it was another one.
Yo, it's another Bowfinger. What the
Yo, I
hell was that
love
movie?
both. What? No,
What?
Bowfinger
All
was
right. Now
hilarious.
I know you're strange.
Why?
I
Bowfinger was
ain't never
funny as
heard
hell.
nobody say they like Bowfinger
No,
ever.
Bowfinger was funny as hell. No, that was both
Nah, man.
funny. You like what you call it? When she was
Nah.
because they was the objective because he looked like he looked like the actor he was supposed to be, and then they had him like dress up as him because they couldn't get the real guy. And Steve
Nah.
Martin, he went out like, no, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was good. And then she had
Yeah, I could do
the
without
girl
that.
got naked and he was up there. Yeah, that movie was funny. That movie
Now,
was funny.
I
Yeah.
like Mr. Church though. Mr. Church was really a really good movie.
See, Mr. Church, I don't think I've ever seen Mr. Church. I seen another one like you talking about. It was called Holy Man.
No, Mr. Church is different than Holy Man. Mr. Church is when I said Eddie is really a good actor because that was a good movie.
Okay, because Holy Man was I actually like Holy Man.
No,
I
I
thought
don't
it was
like
a
that.
little odd, you know what I mean, the whole Buddhist monk thing, black monk thing, but nah, it was a vibe. I actually like Holy Man. Try to think what else. Yeah, but I mean, like he has a plethora of things. Like Beverly Hill Cop 3 wasn't the greatest. You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought 4 was good, actually.
I thought it was good too. I thought it was good. Like I said, it brought it back to the
Eddie
essence.
can't really do no wrong in my eyes. You know, Eddie is one of my favorite people. He really can't. He really can't do too much wrong in my eyes. So you know, I'm pretty.
Yeah, you have a thing about standing on your square when it comes to
No, I don't.
certain people and certain actors or
No,
whatnot.
I don't. Because I just told you 5 movies I didn't like that he was in. But I'm just saying, I'm an Eddie fan. I love Eddie. I hate Norbit though. I can't.
Norbit is one of the greatest movies ever.
It's trash.
Yeah, nah, you're wrong, and that's
Okay.
not nice.
It's
Norb,
trash.
you want to see a bitch go down a slide? I'll show you how the bitch go
No,
down a
that's the only
slide.
part that's
That shit is
funny. That's the
vibes. That
only
whole
part that's funny. Everybody knows to do that. I went to see that in the movies and was like, really, Eddie? I'd rather watch Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins.
that's my movie too, though.
I know,
I
I
like
like
Young
that
Home Roscoe
movie.
Jenkins.
I watch it every time it's on. Like
Yeah.
why do I like this movie?
That's when Martin was in a good place.
Yeah.
Martin was in a good place.
Monique was in it. She was funny. Cedric. It had a lot of people in that movie. A lot of people in Welcome Home, Roscoe. It's underrated, actually.
No, it is. It is. I agree.
But
With that.
Norbit, y'all can keep it. I'm good.
You crazy? Why? How do you hate on Norbit? I don't even understand.
It's
There's
not
nothing.
fun. Listen, I just, it's not, I don't like it.
Let me ask you a question. Give me your top 3. Let's segregate some things for a second. Give me your top 3 white comedies, and top 5 white comedies and top 5 black comedies.
I don't have 5 white comedies.
You're full of shit. You're full of shit.
I'm not a white comedy fan.
Yes, you are. You just
go on there. I'm gonna put a post on my page, and I'm gonna say, anybody who knows Taya, does she like white comedies? They're gonna tell you no. I don't. But I'll say Hangover.
Okay, 1 or 2. The same movie.
Both.
Yeah, I'm about to say 1 and 2 is like synonymous. It could have been just a run on, but go ahead.
The Water Boy.
I like The Water Boy, but top 5 comedy?
I don't really like white comedy, so I'm not really gonna be able to give you any. Like those are probably the only 2 I can even think of.
But that's your Blacker Than Black CD4 Alan Payne situation you got going on. That's you.
No.
It really is, because you're not even giving it a chance. How could you not say?
I've seen some of them. They're not funny to me. Like Stepdads, absolutely not. I don't like it.
Stepdads.
Well, what's it called?
Step Brothers.
Yeah,
Step Brothers is one of the funniest movies ever.
That
what are you
movie
talking
is
about?
not funny at all. It's terrible.
Oh,
I did not laugh not one time. I was literally.
All right, yo.
Right.
I don't know what your sense of humor is. Maybe it's
you do
maybe
know
it's
my sense of
Virgo
humor
thing.
is because when I come on your show, you laugh at me all the time. But that's not my sense of humor. That's not my sense of humor. I'm not a fan.
Step Brothers.
No.
Dude said he was
I
like,
called it stepdads at first. I didn't even
he
realize
said
it was
if
called
you,
stepbrothers.
he said as soon as you close your eyes, I'm gonna punch you square in the face. Yo, that whole movie got bars. I don't even understand how we even talking about this.
I can make you laugh jokes is better than Step Brothers.
All right, now you just hating. You hating. You just hating now. Like now, like it's not even fair what you're doing because now you know you're hating intentionally.
Not
And it's
intentionally.
no, you are.
I was
You
throwing
are.
shade at Step Brothers and not at your I bet you're funny jokes.
Yeah, but no.
So
No,
black
like
comedies.
no, nope.
I can't finish 5. I'm sorry.
All right, I got my top 5 white comedies. You ready? No particular order. Step Brothers, Anchorman.
Uh-uh.
Oh my gosh.
I
Tropic
can't
Thunder. I don't even know how you don't think Tropic Thunder is
Was that
amazing.
blackface? Absolutely.
Oh my God! No, you don't. No, you don't. We give Robert Downey a pass for that. No, you don't. Listen.
Get Robert down there pass for anything.
Listen. Sorry. So that's 3. Super Bad. And a lot of color. And 40-Year-Old Virgin.
That one is okay.
No, come on, Tyre.
That one is okay.
All right, so name your top 5 black comedies, and then we'll compare and contrast.
No,
So Meet the Fockers was good. I actually like Meet the Parents better. I don't like.
I did like Meet the Parents.
I just don't like movies where the anything that can go wrong will movies. I hate them. I hate Murphy's Law movies.
So does Dumb and Dumber count as a white comedy?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Ace Ventura count as a white comedy?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you can add them in there. As you can see, I like Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay. What did say less?
But he's from A Living Color, so technically it's a little indirect blackness there. But my black comedies. Let's see, Friday. Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood.
Okay.
Trading Places.
Okay.
Which Way Is Up?
What movie is that?
Which Way Is Up?
Who the hell started that?
Richard Pryor.
Oh, okay.
Hilarious.
Okay. All right, old head.
See, you don't know.
Listen, I got
you. Thought you had my top 5 comedies in your brain already. Nah, I got you with that. Which Way Is Up?
I think you just trying to throw some paint right there.
That movie is hilarious. Go watch it if you can find it.
Okay, go ahead.
And let me see. That was 4.
Yeah.
Number 5. Oh wait, Coming to America. Shoot, and that wasn't in no order because Coming to America is my second favorite movie of all time. So. The first is Last Dragon, but go ahead.
In no particular order, Friday, Coming to America, Boomerang.
Damn.
Hold up.
Damn. I don't forget my movie Boomerang.
A Low Down Dirty Shame.
Nah.
And I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Oh, I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. You dirty mother. Don't say that. Listen, so
that movie is hilarious.
Here's the thing about this. Here's the thing about all of this.
A lot of people now look like Anna Marie Johnson.
Yeah, I know. I know. And they can't take the shit off. They can't take it off. Kind of crazy.
I'm sorry, y'all. No shade.
Nah, real rap. Like he laid the blueprint. For the plastic shit. It crazy. She took a context out, a wig off. The barrette she had on when she took the wig off was fucking hilarious.
And then the one leg, Don't Make Me Hop After You.
Oh my God. So Here's the funny thing. So let me mention this though. So out of the 5 that you talked about that we probably had in common, we said Friday. We had 2. We had probably had 2 in common. Friday and Coming to America, right? I don't think any of my white comedies are funnier than any one of them.
Exactly.
But
oh shit,
they are funnier than the other ones. All the white comedies that I named are funnier than the other ones I named.
All the white comedies are funnier than what?
Then I'm gonna get you, sucker. What did I say? Boomerang? No, wait, no, I can't do that. Boomerang.
Are you crazy?
Boomerang. All right, so wait, let's do the verses. Okay, let's do a verses real quick, just out of mind. So, and then we can end it. All right, is
see you
Friday
should have been on audio too, so I don't look crazy.
Is you said what?
You should have been on audio with me at the end, so I don't look
No, but I kind of like, you see what I did with the little effect. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So is I'm gonna get you, sucker, funnier than Tropic Thunder?
To me, yeah.
No, it's not. It's not. It's funny.
I don't find that funny. So
I mean, oh my,
this is not even a real conversation we can really have, because
the director stepped on a live landmine, and he was like, he was like this. He's like, these special effects are awesome. Robert Downey said, "Hey, this motherfucker's dead, man. It ain't gonna be no, I don't care what you say. That's one of the funniest movies ever."
But this is one of the moments where you should probably have a laugh track, because I'm not gonna laugh.
That shit's hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This motherfucker's dead. Ain't gonna be no David Blaine magic shit going on. This is Robert Downey Jr. talking. I'm sorry. That movie's fucking hilarious.
In blackface.
No, it wasn't. It was the greatest blackface in the history of blackface.
In blackface.
That was different. See, blackface
is blackface.
Blackface is Sambo and all of that shit. Robert Downey was crafted to be
blackface.
Like, I didn't even.
Is what's
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
What's her name? Blackface is the worst blackface I ever seen was
Drake?
No, not Drake. The girl that played Nina Simone. What's her name? Zora? No, not Zora. Zoe. The black actress. Zoe Saldana, right?
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, she did blackface when she played Nina Simone. I haven't forgiven her for that since.
Why the fuck was she have to do blackface?
I haven't liked her since. And I mean, I'm gonna just say this real quick. The reason why I'm pissed about that is because as a black woman, how dare you let them paint your face black to play Nina Simone when the whole plight of that woman's story is that people never really appreciated her because she was dark skinned, and they couldn't even find somebody dark skinned to play in a movie about her life. That was career suicide. It looked like they took shoe polish and painted her face with it. Shit was so bad. That is the worst blackface. That's up there with Flex playing Michael Jackson, because that's the worst biopic actor ever. Yes.
I didn't understand that either. But I mean, they could have they could have did something to help her out. That was stupid. It was stupid. They could have did something.
It looked like they painted your face with shoe polish.
Or they could have just got Lupita.
See.
But
they could have got Lupita.
I mean, why not?
Or Estelle, somebody like that. It's got people they could have got.
Somebody, but
because Estelle can act too, or Heather Hutley,
So okay, so now is super. All right, so bar for bar, and this is another thing that I want to say though. Bar for bar, these white comedies and whatnot. Sometimes I think because of the bigger budgets, they might lean a little bit better in the box office, and they might be a little bit funnier. I think that bar for bar, I think Superbad is as funny as any of my top movies.
Well, you're not always right. Sorry.
I'm not saying that Superbad is funny as
the name says it all. It's Superbad.
Have you seen Superbad?
I have, and it's super bad.
You are wilding.
That's
Come
why they
on, man.
called it that. They knew it was super bad.
McLovin, like,
That's
come
why it's
on,
called.
man. Like, you can't hate on McLovin. That's come
It's
on.
nothing funny about like I don't relate to any of that.
You don't have to
I'm not
relate
even going to
to it.
say what I was going to get ready to say because
I know you about to say something real bad, and it's
I
not.
don't want to go down that road, so I'm not going to say what I was getting ready to say as a comparison,
So
music wise.
you
I'm
can
gonna
only
leave it alone.
you can only listen to what's called you can or watch movies you can relate to.
No, because I like the Goonies and Stand by Me and all that kind of stuff, but I don't like. I'm not a real big fan of white humor.
It's but white. It's not just white humor though, because most of the black movies of art are not funny or funny because they're black, but it's
No,
universal
they're funny
humor.
because they're funny. I quote those movies.
So you
Those
think
movies
that
you
black
talk
humor
about.
is universally funnier than white humor?
Yes, to me.
I don't know. I can't say that. I know for something like Friday have a lot of black humor that you could identify with. But
I don't even smoke.
I'm but there wasn't nothing about the weed. I
I
wasn't
ain't
even
never
talking about
got
the weed.
fired on my day off. I ain't had no Debo's in my neighborhood. It just was funny.
No, that shit was funny or whatnot. Like
It just was funny. It's not funny because I can relate to it. It just was funny.
all right, so but that's kind of my thing. But it was a
That
lot of
Don't Be a
black
Menace
humor.
was funny because I've seen all those movies they were making fun of, and that made it funny.
But see,
That's all
that
it
be
is.
see the satire in certain things. Like I think that Don't Be a Menace is comparable. One of the reasons why I don't name Don't Be a Menace, I love Don't Be a Menace. I just think that I've seen that movie before. I've seen Scary Movie. I've seen,
Well,
and
it's
you know
made
what it
by the
is?
same people.
Yeah, they were.
That's why I said they're made by the same people. That's
That's
why.
kind of my, but what I was going to say something different. I was going to say I've also seen Naked Gun, and I've also seen Scary Movie 3, 4, and 5.
It's not 4 and
And
5.
you said what?
It's not a scary movie 5.
I thought it was. You sure
No,
about that?
it's
Oh, I'm
not.
sorry, 4. I've seen Scary Movie 3 and 4.
I don't think it's a
Yeah,
4.
yeah, it's a 4.
Who was it? What was it about?
It may even be a 5. Let me check that shit again. Yeah,
Nah, they didn't make
you know
that
I'm a
many
check.
of them.
You know I'm a check.
They didn't make that many of them.
Yeah, they did. Hold up, Scary Movie.
And make sure it's the Wayans and not no bootleg shit.
Scary Movie 5. Yup, I ain't crazy.
With the Wayans in it?
No, Taya.
Was it done by the Wayans?
The Scary Movie 3 wasn't done by the Waynes or
Yeah,
4.
so it's bootleg. They only had 1 and 2.
It's not bootleg, Taya. These movies made more than the ones the Waynes did.
It's bootleg because they came out with Scary Movie first. I don't respect no Scary Movie after 2.
Yeah. So is that your way of cleaning up the fact that you was wrong about it being a Scary Movie 5?
But that's why I didn't know because I thought that the Wayans is the one that came up with the Scary Movies thing. So how somebody else gonna come up with Scary Movie 3, 4, and 5? That don't make no sense.
Because
Anyway,
that's the Waynes
listen.
sold
The
their
bottom
film.
line is, to piggyback on last week, and this week, 2 things. I don't like short men. I don't like white comedies. Okay, thanks.
Oh yeah, we never even finished talking about that.
And we not tonight. That's what I'm ending with.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You hear that, Short Kings? Don't fret. It's okay.
Don't approach Just Taya, because
That's crazy.
I'm
That's
gonna
crazy.
politely say, I'm sorry, but you do not meet the qualifications for this position.
That's crazy. That's out of control. You shouldn't even be able to just say that to
I
people.
told you,
Like
I want to be able to look somebody in the eye or look up at them. Okay, I don't want to look down at somebody. I don't want to be looking like I'm chastising somebody when I'm just trying to have a conversation.
but for somebody that's looking for love, that's so shallow.
It's not. Hey, listen, call me Shallow Ty. I don't care. I have seen that movie, Shallow How. Ha ha. Did see that one.
That was Shallow Hal was actually funnier than
I like Shallow How.
than Don't Be a Menace.
No, but I like Shallow How.
So is there any of these white movies that are funnier than any black movie that you know?
Nope. Nope.
The racism flows deep in this one.
I ain't racist. I'm not racist at all. I like some white movies. They're just not funnier than my favorite black movies. Not at all.
I don't know. Like I said, I think that Coming to America is, and the reason why Coming to America is funny because at the end
Don't
of the
ever
day,
talk bad about coming to America.
no, Coming to America is everything. But at the end of the day, I think that it's one of the movies that is universal.
It is. And
So
guess what? You can use a line or a situation for coming to America for almost anything that happens in life. I do it all the time.
okay,
I'm telling you, I
that's
do.
cool. No, I get it. But
Like,
I'm just
hey, I wanna yeah, I'm thinking about applying for this new job. Go ahead, take a chance. See?
oh my god, everybody's thinking about that shit. I thought you was gonna
Oh,
say
wait, but
something.
my favorite is when the Giants play Green Bay in
Oh yeah,
football.
you kicked the oblong ball next to between a giant H. It was the most riveting victory. Did you see
I'm gonna tell
professional
you this
football?
one time, son. Stay off the drugs.
Oh, that's why you love Coming to America like that.
Oh, shut up.
Your favorite TV
No,
channel is
no,
it? I
no,
forgot.
no. No, 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 no. I love it
Mhm.
because it's hilarious. And like I said, you can literally use something from there for everything.
So let me ask you a question.
And I notice something different every time I watch it.
What was your favorite Die Hard movie?
The one with Samuel L. Jackson. Which one is that?
Oh, wow, no, that was Die Hard with a Vengeance. I thought you was gonna say Die Hard too,
No, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
because you know who was in that.
Who?
John Amos.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say that. He was your favorite
I
TV
mean, this
movie
is I
that
like James Evans. The only thing mean I like everything that John Amos is in. Okay. I
Mm,
did like him in Players Club though. He was hilarious.
oh man.
He was
Well,
hilarious in Players Club. You know he was hilarious in Players Club.
we gonna get, but we need to get to your sense of humor and whatnot, because I think you need to broaden your horizon.
No, I don't. I'm good.
No, you should.
No,
You really should.
I'm not broadening my height horizons, and I'm not broadening my human horizons. Not happening.
See, and like, watch.
So I need a tall man who likes my black comedies.
You keep blocking your blessings,
No,
and
I'm
you
good.
gonna find it. It's gonna be a short king that's perfect for you, and all he like.
Nope, it will not
And
be.
his
Absolutely
favorite
not.
movie gonna be Anchorman.
Nope, not at all. His favorite movie can be Anchorman, but he can't be never mind.
What was you about to say? Yeah, all right. Well, this has been.
He can't be Stuart Little, all right? It can't be Little
See
Man.
that? See what I'm saying? Like, all right, you keep playing. Yeah, that's not even cool, man. That's not cool because I feel bad for that because that's not a. I don't know, man. To me, I think that,
Listen. I am going to find my over 5'9" James Evans soon. And when you at my wedding and you see my over 5'9" James Evans, I'm just gonna turn around and look at you and say, "I told you."
he got the same haircut.
No.
Is it gonna be the Good Times version or the Joe like it Coming to America or whatnot?
I'm talking about character wise, not look.
Oh, so so the roof gonna be back. He not gonna look like He not gonna look like who did he play in
Stephen
Roots?
A.
Was he Grown Kunta in Roots?
You're not gonna look like Stephen A.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
I mean, listen, you don't mess with the young guy, so more than likely you're gonna look like Stephen A. That shit gonna be crazy as hell.
I don't mess with. See, you gotta start quoting me right. Like you be saying some crazy stuff.
I don't be saying the kind of let's just tell the
I
truth.
said
What
I
you mean?
don't really like people born before 1980. I mean after 1981.
Yeah, old niggas.
No, but then they can't be born before 1976.
Okay, so they gotta be between 76 and 81.
Yes.
Why?
Because people that was born, and this no offense to you, but people that was born after 1981, a lot of them are strange. And
That's not true at all.
no. I said no offense to you, but a lot of them are strange. A lot of them don't even like know the same things. Like I dated somebody who was born in 1982 that never even saw a different world. Like what? What is going on here? It's weird. It's only a year apart. You like, how don't you know the same stuff? Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't know.
But some people is locked in closets. Like at the end of the day, you don't know what people's upbringings was about.
They don't know a lot of stuff. And
But Ty, wait a minute, Ty,
it's been a few of them. I never say anything off of one thing. It's probably been like 4 or 5, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I want somebody my age or
was he
older,
from Philly?
but not too much older. Yes, but not too much older.
Right.
I had somebody born in 1982 that asked me for money to place a bet on FanDuel. What I look like? I'm not giving you no money to place a bet.
All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap this up. All right, we're done. We're done. Like, honestly, we can't do this.
I start telling my story. And you
yeah, like, no,
I got evidence of this 1980.
Y'all are
after 1981 shit.
So the nigga, wait a minute, he asked you, yo, come on, man. Like,
he asked me for $30 to place a bet on FanDuel.
Did you give it to him?
No.
How'd that conversation go?
I said no. I'm not giving you no money.
And what'd he say?
That was the last conversation.
Y'all was actually talking at the time? Yo, stop.
We just used to talk on the phone mainly, though.
Oh, okay.
But don't ask me for no money for no bet, dog. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Tone. James Evans. Hilarious.
What's wrong with James Evans, Tone? Listen, let me tell y'all. I wish y'all could bring Tone on here because y'all keep hating on my James Evans, right? But then in the same breath, these men be talking about how all women care about is money, right? But I be out here talking about how I like the character of James Evans. I'm not even saying I want somebody that's broke.
But if James Evans was 5'3", it wouldn't even be nothing to talk about. That's the problem. You can't display. You can't display.
No, I said my over. No. I said my over 5'9" James Evans.
That's my point, though.
You over 5'9" James Evans.
But you can't be
not Kevin Hart, James Evans. No,
you can't be noble in one situation.
Yes, I can. I'm allowed to have a preference. I don't like short men. Period.
So it could be. So you could deal with a tall, broke nigga that treats you great.
I didn't say broke.
With a James Evans hairline.
No. See, because you, Mr. Little, every time I say James Evans, you think I'm talking about him being broke. I'm talking about his character, who he was, how he treated his family, how he treated his wife, his hard work ethic, the way he protected his family. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about him being broke. Okay. I'm not taking care of nobody. That's not gonna happen. You have to have a job. I'm not one of the ones that's like, you got to make 6 figures and all that. As long as we can live, as long as I can live the way I live now, I'm fine. But all I'm saying is, that's what I mean when I say James Evans. You and most other people automatically go to broke. So my thing is, don't be out here talking about all women care about is money and what men bring to the table and all this stuff. And then every time I talk about James Evans, it's an issue. No. James Evans was a great man. Broke or not. Period. That's it. That's all.
Why was he a great man? What else did James Evans do to be a great man?
Why he was a great
man. Besides what he did, let me ask you a question. Besides what he did for Florida,
I didn't even talk about what
James Evans. All right, so what made James Evans a great man besides, and don't mention Florida or the kids?
He had a heart. He had a
heart.
He had a good work ethic.
How you know that?
I watched the show he's talking about.
And the nigga wasn't careful.
He had a good work ethic. Mm-hmm. He had a great sense of humor.
He did?
Yes. That's why I tell you, you must don't watch that. Y'all have a very,
every time I watch
he told a lot of jokes on there, and he laughed at stuff all the time. Absolutely. He was loyal to his friends and stuff.
Loyal to his friends. What does that mean?
Like he was loyal to his friends.
Oh, you didn't talk shit about him behind their back? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, and he stepped up. If they need him, somebody to talk to, whatever. He looked out for other people's kids that wasn't his. Let me see.
Who's kids?
One of my, a couple of Michael friends he looked out for.
Oh yeah, that's when he was gonna whoop their ass too.
Well, he did. And
Oh, so
then,
yo,
and then, and then
giving her
told
help.
him, you could stay. I do care about you. You know, whatever, whatever. Let me see what else.
What else?
Um, yeah, he was confident. He always was talking about, yeah, because I am a good looking man. You see me with this suit on? Yeah, he was confident. Um, I feel like that's enough.
What do you think, Dad? Let me ask you a question. What do you think James Evans' goal was in life when him and Florida got together?
Take care of his family and never leave like his dad did.
His dad did the same thing.
His dad left when said he was going to get a loaf of bread and never came back. And he didn't see him again until he was 30 something years old.
See, the
And
bar,
that's what he told his dad. He said, yeah, it's been hard. He said, but the one thing I never thought about was leaving.
the bar is kind of in hell though, right? The bar, like I think that the problem is, and it's not even a knock, what you like and what you enjoy, because I can appreciate it.
Yes, it is.
But maybe a little bit. But the bar was kind of in hell with James Evans. Like, because there was nobody really like that wasn't really a thing. Like, he was very, very much like regular, and he enjoyed being that.
For
And
what?
but the problem with it is that being a good person is good, but at the end of the day, your redeeming quality should not be identified by the way that your wife or your kids consider you.
He also knew how to fix stuff too. That's the other thing.
See what I'm saying? Like, that's not redeeming qualities. You said like that
All
niggas.
I said is redeeming qualities. You just don't see it because he was broke. But other than that, all the stuff I said, when these women out here saying what they will want everything I just said, minus him not having money. That's why I said I'm not talking about nobody being broke. I'm just talking about the qualities of the person and the things that he was capable of.
What about his ambition?
I mean, how much ambition can you have with a secondary education? You ain't getting many jobs except for working at the car wash in the factory. But he did go back to school with Florida though to get his GED.
Right.
So he did start to have ambition at a point. Then he tried to start a business, and what happened? They wouldn't give him no money to start a business, and Bookman found out about it and said, you could be evicted if you doing this. So he started making him do stuff. Listen, I'm telling you, I watch Good Time. I know Good Times inside out. Y'all cannot debate me about Good Times. I
I'm
can be.
not debating nothing. I just think, first and foremost, I think the family should have been evicted and whatnot because they took that away from the apartment away from a single mother. Secondly, I think that James Evans was a noble, lazy nigga.
How was he late?
That did.
I don't do the James Evans slander. Lazy. He worked 2 jobs. What are you talking about?
I think that, but I don't mean like literally. I don't mean literally lazy. I
He
mean that he was.
worked 2 jobs. He had a 6th grade education because he had to
I don't
drop.
want to hear that though. Like, that's.
No.
I
Stop.
think that's the first part that make him lazy.
Stop. It's not lazy. He had a 6th
Okay.
grade education because he had to drop out and help his family. And then he got direct. The biggest thing we need to talk about that nobody ever says about James Evans is how come he didn't get VA benefits? He got drafted in the Army at 18. And
That's what we want to talk about.
he never got VA benefits. What's up with that? Like,
I don't know. You tell me.
they should have never been living there to begin with. Should have never had to struggle to get a job or nothing because he was a veteran. Now, that's the real problem that nobody ever brings up. But the point.
But see, so that's what I'm saying. So why not fight for your VA veteran status? Why not get your benefits? Why not try
Write that in the show so we
to
can't
get out of exactly. Now we talk about what they didn't write in the show. Why not try to get your family of 5, that became 6 and 7 later out of the projects?
He wasn't able to. He got a 6th grade education. How many jobs are you getting? Remember, you didn't remember the episode? He was all excited about this apprentice program he was going to, where he's gonna
Right.
get paid 4.25, and he would have been able to get his family out of this project. Know what happened?
What
He
happened?
said he was too old. It was always something. He did try. It was always something. You can't call nobody lazy if they trying. You can't call nobody lazy when they working 2 jobs just so their wife don't have to work and their kids can eat every day and have clothes and keep whatever. That's not lazy. That's why I said he didn't was not lazy. Lazy is Jody from Baby Boy. You're
I
not gonna
think
see James like he Jody from Baby Boy.
I think his ambition is what made him lazy. I think that
It's not
he
what
had
you
every
mean ambition. He
because
kept trying to do stuff and the door would get
but
slammed
he
in
was
his
doing
face.
it. I think the reason why it wasn't getting done, and then it's call me one of them people that kind of psychoanalyze stuff. The reason why it wasn't happening for him is because he was doing it for the wrong reason.
You know what? That's the end of this show. I don't do James Evans slander at all. That's a
I
good
mean,
ass man, and
I
at
think he
the
did
end of
good
the
by.
day, he did the best he could, just like anybody else with what they had. It's plenty of people out here that dropped out of school and got to try to make it work for their family. They make
That's
it work
true.
for their family. I ain't ever gonna call nobody lazy that worked 2 jobs. I ain't ever gonna call nobody lazy that had a sixth grade education and there was very little jobs that he could get.
Or maybe
He
I should.
still found
Maybe
a
it's the wrong
way
word. Maybe
to
it's the
do
wrong
what he
word to
had to
say
do.
lazy. Maybe unambitious is the word.
That because he don't got your ambitions, maybe they was fine where they was.
No, or just to do something else or not be there. I think that that's one of the reasons
Where
why
are
they
you
look.
going with a sixth grade education? Be realistic, Mr. Know It All.
Honestly, anywhere but in that project building.
Where are you going with a
I
sixth
don't
grade
know.
education? You're not going to get no jobs that pay you enough to move out the project.
So
That was
it
the
would
point.
so that was the issue every time.
And then he did get a job, five hundred
Right.
dollars a week, but it was in Alaska. Not moving away from your sons and leaving them in the hood. And he decided that. He
And
said, I
who
gotta be here with my kids. I'm not
and
leaving my kids here.
the
So
job in
they
Alaska
closed.
though?
The job was in Alaska, yes.
That's crazy. All right. Now we know it's a sitcom. I get it. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, I
But the
respect.
point was, Florida said, I don't want to live, I don't care about living better. I want to live with you. Meaning, yeah, he could have sent home $500 a week. They would have got out the projects. They would have had everything they ever needed. But the father's presence wouldn't have been there. He wouldn't have been there to raise his sons and keep them out of gangs and deal with his daughter and be there for her. So she said, I would rather have you here than you making $500 a week in Alaska. Now, a lot of people wouldn't say that. You know what I mean? A lot of women be like, no, give me that money. I'll take care of these kids. You don't need to be here. So that's why y'all be confusing me because all the things that happen on the show is what these men complain that women don't care about these days. And that's where I be like, but y'all worried about the money. I'm not even talking about the money. I'm just talking about the dynamics surrounding that family is what's
Mhm.
missing today. The mom would have rather had the dad there with whatever they had versus having a whole lot more without him there. And how many people would say that right now?
It's
How
their
many people
preference.
that they lived in the
It's their
project?
preference though, right?
No, it's okay for that to be their preference, but I'm just saying I would never say that I would rather have the money than my husband in the house.
Unless he was 5'3".
He wouldn't be my husband at 5'3".
But
Nice,
see, that's kind of
nice
what I'm
try.
saying.
Nice
We
try.
you can't
I
clothesline them off
can
the
and
top
I
rope
will. I will
when you
get
got
my
your
over.
own
I
shit.
will get my over 5'9" James Evans, and when you're at the wedding, I'm going to literally turn around. You know how they do on the movie? You know how they did on Rush Hour when he showed the little diamond in the air? Be like, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna say, "Hold up, Pastor. I gotta say
Uh-huh.
something." I'm like, "You see my over 5'9" James Evans, don't you?" And then my husband gonna be like, "What is she talking about? Don't worry about it, baby. Just something between me and my friend. He said I wasn't gonna never find you."
Nope. No, I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that see, that's
He
what I'm saying.
told me to settle.
Don't
He
make me
told me
seem
not
like the
to.
asshole. No. What I'm saying is that
You are.
no,
Why
because you
can't I
can't
have what I want?
then let them have what they want.
My
They don't want to.
girlfriend literally said a specific prayer for who she wanted, right? She said
Right.
she wanted a hardworking man, close to her age, tall, you know, nice looking, manly, etc., etc. She got every bit of that going on 3 years. Why can't I say what I want and get it? Why can't I hold out for what I want? Like at the end of the day, I'm very specific. That's probably really the only thing I'm really like, no, I can't budge on. And that's just me. I'm not budging on it because again, I want to look somebody in the eye or look up to them. I don't want to look down
And
at
that's
them.
what and the difference
I
is
don't
with the
want to. I
girls that
don't
we
want
talk
to.
about.
Yeah,
They
I
say
don't.
that they
I'm
don't
not
want a
doing
James
that.
Evans.
I'm
They
not
they they,
even.
they prefer not to have a James Evans. That's their thing.
Nobody does not prefer to have a James Evans. They prefer to have a James Evans that's not broke. Let's get it right.
But they would trade all the attributes you're talking about in a heartbeat. Most of them do. That's the point.
Well,
You know
that's
what I'm
on
saying?
them,
Because
and
if
that's
they,
why people are not happy. I would be happy with a James Evans. Okay.
but if he was 5'3", you wouldn't be. That's the
We
reason
not
why you
talking
can't
about him being
backtrack. It's
5'3". Get
shallow.
off the height. I'm talking about
No,
the
because it's
person.
important. It's not because of the height. It's because of the
Listen,
simple fact that you have a parameter of something that somebody that can't control.
that's not my problem.
But
Somebody got a parameter or something about me that I can't control. It's a lot of men that don't like me because of my height. It's a lot of men don't like me because of my size. It's a lot of
ain't
men don't
nobody
like me
but
because
men.
I
That's
ain't
not
having
how
no more
men
kids.
don't
It's
talk
a
like
lot of men
that.
that don't like me because I don't drive. There's a whole lot of strikes against me for stuff. Why am I not allowed to have a preference? I don't get mad. I'm just going to find somebody that wants the things that I have to offer. That's it.
But
This all the
men
stuff
don't
I've been shot down for. Not driving,
even
not
but
having no
not
more
driving.
kids,
Yeah, that's
not
real
driving.
particular. Not driving.
Yeah, it's a couple people. It was like they
It don't
can't
even
think
matter.
of.
You know what the funny thing about like somebody looking to date? It don't even matter what that because if you get in a relationship, the man end up driving all the goddamn time anyways.
Yeah,
So
but one person told me that they don't want to feel obligated, had to come pick me up all the time, and I said I wouldn't make you. I wouldn't say you had to come pick me up. I get around now on my own. Like I'm not going to be different and say, oh yeah, now because I'm with somebody, they got to come get me all the time. No. But he's like, no, but I would feel like I have to. Well, that's you projecting that onto the situation. I am not.
no, you
So
want him to be James Evans, so you probably would think about that too.
no.
Go ahead. So what? So
Leave
what
my
else?
like, all right.
What's
From this
another
moment
reason?
on, don't mention James Evans no more. Y'all will never understand. It's a deep rooted thing with me. Y'all will never understand.
I get it. I get it. I remember when you
Um,
said it. I get it.
no, y'all will never understand.
Okay.
Some people do understand because anytime I said this anywhere else, I didn't have any
He
issues.
definitely always wanted to fight too.
Yeah,
Tells me
because
that.
he
Yeah.
was trying to protect his family. But no, I say this because yes, I have been shot down because I don't drive.
Okay.
That's been a thing for people. They don't want to come pick me up. They don't like the fact that if
Yeah.
they needed to go somewhere, I can't take them. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So that's a problem.
Yeah. But they
My
got
height, my
Ubers.
height has been an issue. Somebody actually said they like to be able to put their arm down and not have to put their arm up.
All right. Were they
They like
shorter
for
than you?
women to look up at them.
Were they
You know what I'm
shorter than
saying? So
you or
I've heard
taller?
that too. Huh?
Were they shorter than you or taller?
They were like my height or probably like an inch taller.
Okay.
And listen, quick story. Somebody I used to talk to years ago. It was actually like my childhood kindergarten, first grade boyfriend, right? So very stupid story. I'm not even gonna get into the detail. I'm just gonna tell you about this conversation. This conversation was kind of like the Scarlet thing, which was like why I learned you don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, right? So I said, what would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10, right? And he said a 7.
Okay.
So I said, why a 7, right? He said, my height, I don't wear heels. He don't like my makeup, and he didn't like the way that I dress, I think was the other thing, right? So I'm like, there's no point in me being here anymore because you just said everything you don't like about me, and all you gonna do is leave me for somebody who got all these things, right?
Oh my God.
So
You still, Lord.
listen, this is years ago. Relax.
Right.
So that turned into a whole thing.
Uh-huh.
It turned into a whole thing, right?
Right.
So I said, we wound up not talking no more, whatever, right? So probably about a year later, I see a picture on Facebook, with him
This
with
nigga's
his
next to Cheryl Swoops.
no with his new girlfriend, right? No, no,
Right.
no. With his new girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She was short with heels. She was
Okay.
short, probably like 5'3", and she had heels on.
So you internalized that as being it wasn't nothing wrong with
He
Hills. It
went and
was the
got what
fact that
he
short.
wanted, right? But here's the thing. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, right? So
Right.
he went and got what he wanted. Now fast forward probably earlier this year. Not
Right.
with this girl no more, right? And then I
Mhm.
see you and you're telling me all these things, all these, oh yeah, she was this and she didn't do this and she didn't do that and da da da. And I'm like, but you got what you wanted though, right? You wanted somebody short that wear heels, right?
Mhm.
But who was she as a person? She wasn't me. Or you wouldn't be talking to me right now, right? You would still be with her, right? That's what I thought. So I just say that to say, back when I was, had all these insecurities and a prisoner of insecurities, yes, I did internalize that, and I also learned don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. I asked him to rape me, and he did. Now 7 ain't terrible, but
Right.
it wasn't the 7 though. See, that's why I always tell people it's not about that. It wasn't the 7. It was your
Mhm.
reasons for the 7. What do you like about me if you just named almost everything you don't like, you know what I mean?
Nah, no. First and foremost, you're right about asking the question. Some niggas is just too stupid to know. So, like, even like with the Scarlet thing, the nigga, he probably thought he was the illest nigga alive for telling her probably what she probably didn't want to hear. I think a lot of times niggas just don't have the couth in order to not do specific things like that. But next, in your situation, I don't think that it was. I don't think it was a. It was more of an indictment on his thought process than anything that has to do with you. And I think he figured that out from the rip. But I think also you got to give people grace because we know for a fact niggas just say shit all the time. Like just say out of the way shit all the time. You know what I mean? People in general say something that just might not be the smartest thing in the world to say. You know what I mean? Like I mean, you broke up with him because of that, or y'all just decided it wasn't gonna work out.
I just really couldn't get past it after that.
See, that's what I'm saying. But you
But
took
then
that.
it wasn't like a breakup type thing. It was just like I
I
just
can't
was
talk.
like
I should. You
I just
ghosted.
no, I didn't go some. Mm-mm.
You just kind of
No,
faded
I
to the
still
background.
talk
What
to him
happened?
after. It was a lot of stuff with that. That's the whole thing. That wasn't the end all be all, but I never did really feel comfortable after that because in my mind, like I said, at that time, when you got a lot of insecurities and now somebody's mirroring what you already think about yourself, you know what I'm saying? In
Was
my
he
mind,
aware?
it
Was
just
he
fucked me.
aware? Was he aware that that was an insecurity for you?
Um, I mean, I did say like, dang, that sounds like you don't like anything about me.
Nah, that's not what I asked. You talk about your response. I said, was he aware that that was an insecurity for you?
No, I don't think so.
See, that's another thing or
Not
whatnot. A lot
now.
of times,
No, not
yeah,
then. No.
yeah. A lot of times we don't do the research. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
People
you
don't really
let a
know.
woman tell a man that she don't like 6 things about him and see what happens.
What?
Appearance wise, though.
Every woman that's
Appearance
with
wise.
every woman that is with a man will tell you 12 things about her man
No,
that you don't
I
like.
ain't. I don't know what kind of. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. You think?
I always believe in put. Well, we're not gonna get into my, as you say, unicornism, but
I'm
yeah,
I'm
no,
tell- I'm telling you, and it might be little things. It might be little things and whatnot, and they'll reach back into their bag of tricks. Be like, I don't like this haircut on him. I don't like da da da. I don't like yeah, it'd be a lot of shit.
no.
It'd
Women
be
that just buy you a shirt and say this will look nice on you. Or babe, you ever thought about getting your hair cut like this? That's usually what women would do. Like, and I don't think a man
right.
would even ask his woman, "What do you rate me?" Because you don't really want to know. Like, that was so dumb, and that's why I said I take accountability for that part because I shouldn't ask. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't think he was gonna say 10, but I didn't think he was gonna say 7, and I didn't think he was gonna give them reasons. Cause
What's
now
wrong?
I'm like,
What's
you
wrong with a 7?
No, I'm not saying it's the 7. I'm saying the reasons for the 7 was the issue I had. The reasons behind the 7.
I think that I think you dug
You
that
don't
root
like
a
my
little.
height, like you said. I can't do nothing about that, right?
You dug that root a little bit deeper for yourself with that, though.
I knew you would take his side. Whatever.
No, because at the end of the day, like sometimes we don't really know that that's what it is or whatnot. What were you expecting to get out of that?
Nothing. I don't know. I don't even know why we was talking about something that made me ask that. I don't remember what it was right now.
Right.
But we were talking about something. I was like, "Well, what do you rate me?" We was talking about something. I don't know. Then I just asked it, like, "Well, what do you rate me?" And he was like, I rate you a 7." And I was like, a 7? I said, why a 7? And then he just like, and I might be missing a few things. He just ran on a list of stuff he did not like. I'm like,
See, that's what I'm
well,
saying.
dang, what
Like
do you like? Like,
the
what
story. Wait a minute, because the story changed every time. How many? you keep changing.
I can't remember
you
that.
because you heard.
Some of you didn't read it, Fresh Cappuccino Sugar, without telling me you didn't read it. I can't think off the top of my head right now. But I did write that. And I actually said, you should never ask questions you don't want the answer to. I should have never asked that. I wasn't prepared for the answer. I thought that's what he was going to say. I don't
So let me
know.
ask you a question.
Same
Let me
like
ask you.
Scarlett. I don't think she thought the nigga was going to say no when she asked him.
So let me ask you a question. If you ask, let me ask you a question. So you had a boyfriend at the time. You asked this nigga what's his celebrity crush or somebody that he finds to be, even if it was like Instagram famous or some shit like that, somebody that he found bad. And you just ask him, like, name 5 women, outside of me that you find to be top tier. And he named all 5 women that did not favor you in the least. Do you take offense to that?
No.
Why?
Because if I name 5 men, they probably wouldn't look like him either.
See, and that's the shit that I'm talking about.
But that's the difference in somebody pinpointing specific things about you that they don't like. I don't care what you like in somebody else.
You
saying
asked
that
him.
you don't like these things about me is another story.
You asked him about it. So
I already took accountability for the fact that I asked him. I'm saying I wouldn't have an issue with him saying, "Oh, I like Beyonce, I like Mariah Carey, I like Alicia Keys, whatever, right?"
What if you asked him why? And he told you the reasons.
That still doesn't mean that he doesn't like things about me.
Okay, cool. Because it remind me of like,
because if I said I like
I think it's bullshit, but
cool. The Rock, you know what I'm saying? Or
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, cool. So put it like this: if my lady would say I like The Rock, The Rock is 6'5".
Yep.
I'm 5'10". Mm-hmm. The Rock is steroided, muscled out. I'm a pudgy fat boy. You know what I'm saying? The Rock is of Hawaiian descent. I'm a nigga from Philly. You know what I mean? I don't know, how you define personality or whatever, but if we're talking physical attributes, if I asked her the reason why, and she just like, women just say something like, I don't know, he's just sexy.
But there's different kinds of sexy.
But men won't ask a woman why you consider him sexy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think
it's different kinds. Like,
different kinds of what?
It's different levels of attraction. Like, just because you find the Rock attractive, don't mean you don't find Nas attractive. They light years apart. He's nowhere near built like him, but both are attractive.
Even if the case though, if it was me, I would still be like, hold up, I don't look like Nas or The Rock. But that's not what men do. Women do that all the time, though. They be like, oh, well, you know what I mean? If I name a bunch of different characters or whatnot, if I say that I'm looking for somebody that looks like fucking Tia Carrera, or like if I'm dating you and I say, you ask me who the crush, if I say, all right, yeah, Tia Carrera, Scarlett Johansson, Meghan Markle, and you know what I'm saying, like some fly shit like Raven Simone or some shit like that. You be like, exactly. You be like, hold up, what? Like that's what I mean. And it'd be like, and then you be like, well, what's the reasons why you like him? Well, I mean, Tia Carrera, she just the baddest thing on the planet. She's her. And what you call it, Meghan Markle, you know how you know what I mean? She regal with royalty, blah, blah, blah. She got the you know what I mean? You like that's what I mean. Like you're right about asking the questions that you don't want to know the answers to. But I don't think that most men I think he was naive by even approaching it in that way and saying what he said. But I don't think he was being malicious. I just think that
no, I don't think he was being malicious either. But my point is, if you are confident, it don't matter what somebody says, right? Mm-hmm. But if you or yourself is already like, I don't know if they really feeling me. I don't know if I'm good. I don't know if this is right. This is right. You know what I mean? And then somebody say those things. That's where. And then you got to remember, I had abandonment issues also. So in my mind, he's going to leave me because he doesn't like any of these things about me. That's where the issue came.
All right, then I gotta read. Yeah, I gotta read the book.
Yeah, that's where the abandonment issues came in. Yeah, you know what I mean? The abandonment issues. Freeing myself from that and freeing myself from insecurities to the most extent. It's always my insecurities now is not what other people think, it's what I think, right? Nobody else can hold that over me again. Like one time I give you something that is in a book that I was like, I really look back on it now like, yo, I was crazy. So one of my friends was talking to this guy and his friend was like, oh, can you hook me up with one of your friends, whatever, right? So she sent him a picture of me. And she ain't say nothing at first. And I'm like, oh, what happened? And then she was like, I ain't want to say this to you, but he said he don't like thick girls, right? I cried for 3 days.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, I don't even know this nigga. Why do I care that? What the fuck? Like, so, but it was because I was struggling with my own, and I probably was smaller than I am now. And I'm like, I was used to be skinny. But I had an issue with I had insecurities with being skinny. I used to think I was too skinny. And people would say stuff like, well, if you had a body with that face, like it was this girl in my school that had a body, right? And this guy actually said one day, if she had my eyes, she would be the perfect, like, if she had my eyes, she would be the perfect woman.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm dead serious.
You just around people that just say the wrong.
This is when I was younger. This is when I was younger because I was
even then though. But I get what you said.
Yeah. So it would be like, oh yeah, you'd be all that if you had a body. I heard that a lot, right? So then I used to secretly want to be thick, right? Now I get older and I am thick. I don't want to be that skinny again, but I don't want to be that thick either. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have the insecurities no more. It's like, it is what it is. If I'm not for you, then I'm just not for you. Because there's a lot of people that I am for. There's a lot of people that don't have a problem with women's size at all. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody's allowed to have their preference. So if somebody puts up a post like, yeah, I don't like women over size 12, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You don't like women over size 12. Where in the past, to me, that would read as, I ain't good enough because I'm over size 12. Now I'm just like, you just don't like women over size 12. That's cool.
So that's
the difference.
Let me say something that happens very often and whatnot in man kingdom. That's one of the reasons why, because most niggas is niggas like this. I mean, you all right, good looking man, handsome, whatever, whatnot. But most of the time, it like, as long as you not fucking cracked, you know what I mean, and all like done in the game, you stand a fighting chance in manhood. You know what I'm saying? Like the average looking guy can find a good looking woman. You know what I mean? 'Cause women look better than men anyway, so that's a thing. But my thing is always when you start talking about status, so that's men's kryptonite. So status and money and those situations and whatnot, it's about the way that somebody is up to par with another. So therefore, men utilize their other attributes in order to get them over in certain situations. That's why you got the bum nigga that might be living on a chick couch, but he dicking the head off. He fucking for his life. Or you have the big dude that really can't get no chicks on a regular or whatnot, that's spending all his bread. the skinny weirdo bull, whatnot, that pay for pussy. Like these are like regular things that so I think the issue is that I think women are only allotted and afforded that privilege to do that is because you can get somebody. Somebody is for you. So therefore, you just want what you want when you want it, and you get upset because it's not coming your way in the time that you want it to happen. And if for any reason you don't feel like you're up to par in whatever race you're running, then it makes you feel away. Men are looking at it like, yo, we already under the gun. There's too many other niggas with the same goal that are running the same type of race that we running. So we got to be all the way equipped with it. And then it's also a rejection thing. Men get rejected, you know what I'm saying, and told no and shooed off way more than women do. So I mean, I think that in those things, I think it's cool, but I think the problem is never going to be because you're never going to know where you were as opposed to where you are now. And I'm talking about your size, I'm talking about your looks, I'm talking about what you call it, because you always gonna live with you. I had lost
Mm-hmm.
110 pounds, and you couldn't. I couldn't even fucking notice it. You know when I noticed it? When I gained half of it back,
Yeah.
or when I look back at pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these things are like really, really like I hate to say that they're nitpicky, but they are because we reserve the right to be nitpicky on our, you know what I mean, about ourselves. But I don't think it's an indictment about the way that others consider you or look at you, if
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. You know
No,
what I'm
it
saying?
didn't.
So I mean, all in all, I like I gotta read the book. Like I said, I gotta read the book. I do. But I mean, I think that a lot of
No,
people
you
have
don't. I just be
what
messing with you.
I gotta read the book. I definitely want to read it now. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want
I
to
mean,
read
it's
it.
old now. Some of that stuff ain't even the case. Only
But
the
it,
old stuff.
but so the problem is that you was who you was before you got here.
Yeah.
And it's always one of those things like you know what I mean, the wounds become scars. So they always, you know what I mean, it's always there in some form. It's just that you know what I mean, you learn how to live with it better.
They're not as visible. I'll say that.
Exactly. And that's it. That's really what it is. Honestly. Come on, man. You think, man, listen, I have
I'm in a way better spot than I was when I was writing the book. Though.
man,
That was the whole point of the tea process. You can do it as many times as you need to. Every time you felt like you needed to, go through the healing process, it was as often as you might make a cup of tea. So that was the whole point. But there's a lot of stuff that I'm
mm,
not even. That's not even a thing. Like I told you all the stuff with my dad. If that had happened like 5 years ago, I would be in a depression state right now. This is not even bothering me. Yeah, I
right.
talked about it. I acknowledge what happened, but that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit used to really, because I had abandonment issues, so that shit used to really, really, really break my heart every time I would go back to this little girl. Dad said he'd be back in 2 weeks, and you ain't see him for 10 years. But I'm not that girl.
Shout out to the lockdown. Shout out to the lockdown.
The lockdown.
Nah, it's a local business that I know about.
Oh yeah, but
Mhm.
that's why I was telling my girlfriend. I said I feel like I've really been tested lately to determine if I am who I said I've become, right? And I'm
Mm.
passing. I'm passing. Because even if I do something that's like, it's like, nope, wait a minute, nope, we don't do that no more. And I will literally roll it back, change it, right? So that's
Right.
the growth. Because in the past, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
now it's like, and that's what I'm really proud of. And one thing I'll say about growth is nobody else has to see it. Nobody else has to be proud of it. You wouldn't even got to stunt on other people with it. That's a bar. You wouldn't even got to stunt on people with your growth. But you just have to, display it. And I feel like I display it. I feel like I'm a living testimony to people. There's so many people that's be like, yo, I didn't even know that happened. That happened to me too. And that's my thing. Like I really feel like I'm here and was brought through everything to pay for it. And that's what I do. Now all I want is somebody that I can give all this growth to, because I'm a much better person to be in a
Hey,
relationship.
yo, hold up.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I just want my over 5'9" James Evans, okay? Over 5'9" James Evans
Yo, all right,
that
listen.
I could be Claire Huxtable to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my, bro, come on, man. Then
I'm
why
I'm
you? Hold on, hold on. Why can't you be Florida though?
because I'm not Florida.
Why?
I'm just not Florida.
Why?
Florida was a little more passive than I am.
Okay, okay. So it's more, you more Claire Huxtable.
I'm more
Claire Huxtable and James Evans would definitely have not been a good fit at all. At all. That ain't even close to a good fit. Like,
he would have been like, "No, Florida, you ain't going there." She'd be like, "Excuse me, who is you telling you ain't going nowhere?"
yeah, that wouldn't have worked at all. That shit wouldn't have worked at all.
No, it wouldn't work. No,
Yeah,
but
so
no, I wouldn't say Claire Huxtable. I'm more like the first Aunt Viv, maybe.
why the first Aunt Viv and not the second?
I don't like the second one.
What about the new Aunt Viv?
Oh yeah, there you go. That's my character right there. Her. I love her character.
So what you think about Jeffrey on the new show?
He got to me. He just I don't know. He's very mysterious. Like
Would you date Jeffrey?
that Jeffrey.
Yeah.
No,
I'm about to say, because he's shorter than you, right?
I said no.
Okay.
And I didn't want to say this
Okay.
because I like Jazz as a person, but that situation with him and Coco bothers me.
Why? Because she's taller than him.
Oh my
Yo, you are so like, it's like you're height racist. It's like you're like height Hitler. What are you dog talking about?
He's taller than me.
You said what?
He's taller than me.
Who? Jazz?
Coco.
Coco's taller than a lot of people.
She's taller than me. She's beautiful.
Yeah, Coco like 6 foot.
But I'm telling you, that's what. Listen, all right, I'm gonna say this, and then we truly really can get off. Right?
Yeah, we can end it. Yep.
So, what is not even just the money situation with Jazz? It's also his height. Because
So it's a money situation for you with Jazz?
no. I'm
Oh,
talking about with him personally, himself, the
right.
insecurities. It's not just about money; it's about height too.
I don't think he got an
Listen, man,
insecurity.
these people, I'm telling you, I ain't been wrong yet about short men. A lot of them try to overcompensate for their height.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then a lot of them are also, especially when dealing with a taller woman, they always in the back of their mind think she's gonna leave them for somebody taller. It's a thing. So he's short and got less money than her, but she didn't care about neither one of them things. So that's your own insecurities. Going back to that you projected onto her. She didn't care about paying the bill when your card got declined. You know what I'm saying? And she tried to do it where it wasn't going to embarrass you, and you mad about
I think
that.
it's more. I think it's more about the money thing when she's just
How
uber
is it
rich.
more about the money thing when she never has made it a factor? It's usually about the money thing if the woman is making it a factor. She didn't care.
That's not nope.
She knew how much money you had when you got with you.
No. That's the misunderstanding. Wait. That's where women misunderstand men a lot of times and whatnot. You think that would be the case if it was brought to the forefront. But there's certain things that actually challenge that and put that in perspective because of the way that people consider the rest of the world. Like the same way that y'all talk about, y'all have this thing about y'all bodies because of what y'all see on the internet. That's one of the things I mentioned earlier. It has more to do with the fact that there's other niggas out here that's in this position and whatnot, and they got baddies with them, but they live a certain way. They got a certain thing. So therefore, niggas see it, and that's what they want. Now, it's not always Jazz is a young guy on the show. So at the end of the day, it takes a lot of maturity to be comfortable in your own skin. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, I
Exactly.
mean, the one thing that men can say, like I could say about
Especially when
being
you
a
don't
grown
have
man.
a lot of it because you're short.
See, that's a whole nother thing. Don't you drag. But I'm just saying,
Hey, dude.
he
Sorry.
feels
I'm
he feels
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
he feels more. He feels worse about the fact that he can't. I mean, she's dating a fucking football player,
Now
like,
she wouldn't
but
have never been dating him if he didn't do what he did.
that's not. But wait a minute, stop. The reason why she's dating him is because homie came back around pursuing her, and he knew about it. So the threat was real in the pocket,
No,
and
you
that's
need to
kind of
go
my
back and
point.
watch. That is not what happened.
That is what happened.
No, that's not what happened.
Last season, homie came around. He actually met him at a party, and he knew that they was
Yeah, but she
together.
wasn't checking for him at all. She was still
She
all
all
into
right,
Jazz.
but you missing the point. You threw paint where it ain't. I said the fact this is Jazz's truth, not hers. She was checking. He saw that homie was back around. She used to dating. You know what I mean? All that he felt threatened by what the bull was. So therefore, yeah, this nigga's a fucking football player. And
and
it's
tall.
me. Whatever. Tall football player. It is what it is. But maybe the tall thing was something on the back end of it, but it
It
wasn't really.
was.
All right. So at the end of the day, cool. But it wasn't as serious as the fact that he's a fucking football player.
No, it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
All right,
So at
but
the end of the
even with
day,
all of that, right? She goes out to dinner with him. She's still all into you. She even told you to your face, "I don't care about none of this. I want to be with you." Da-da-da. What did you do? Shut it down. I don't want to be with you.
why did you go out to dinner with a nigga?
No, I'm saying she went out to dinner with Jazz and paid for
Oh,
the
okay.
bill,
Right.
not the football guy. She didn't
Right.
give him the time of day until after them 3 days she was in the bed, depressed. Then
Right.
that's
That's
when she
true.
went to the football game. And then
Yeah,
she went to see
yeah.
Jazz at the
You're right.
store. And when she get there, he dancing with the two girls. She leave. I
Right.
didn't understand why she was mad about that. He's dancing with two girls at his party. Like I didn't really understand what the big deal was about that. But then she went back to the dude.
Because she felt like he was moving on and whatnot because she was wrong
How is he
too.
moving on dancing with two girls at a
Because
party?
she already felt guilty about the situation. She was like the whole thing, like at the end of the day, it was just a miscommunication. Like the problem, the fact of the matter is that she felt it even in her bones that homie was a better fit. That's why I was even consideration when he started talking the way he was talking because he's pulling back because
I
he's
don't
like,
think she
yo,
thought he was a better fit. She did not.
that she wouldn't even
Are you
talk to
kidding
me,
me?
man.
She's there with him. All her friends are telling her to mess with him. She goes to the record.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
but
She
if you
goes
don't
to.
like
She
me,
still hold on. She
right?
still left to go to the record store to see Jazz because she wanted to
Yes.
be there for the grand opening. That lets you know. Even while she's there with this man, she's thinking about texting him. She popped up at the store. Like even
So
while
let me
she's
ask you a
wait a minute, hold
question.
on.
Go
Even
ahead.
while she's engaged to this man, she asks her dad to help him with the record store. That lets you know where her heart really is. And her sister and Will, the only one that seemed to see it. The parents like her being with dude because they been knew him. They think he a good dude. He gonna be able to give her the life she used to, right? But in real life, every move she make, even her being jealous when she's seeing Jazz with another girl, everything points to that's where her heart really is.
So
The
why did
only
she
reason
why did
why
she
she
let it go?
because
That's my question.
because of how she felt when he broke up with her, and when I asked you, can you promise you I'm never gonna feel like that again? He should have just said yes. Then
But
they would have been
no,
back together.
this
That was the
that shit.
only
I'm
reason.
sorry. That was at the end of the day. That wasn't his fault. And I'm gonna
No,
tell you the
that is
reason
his
why.
fault.
She's making up. What she is trying to do is that's why she keep doing stuff for him because she's trying to make it up because of the simple fact that she knows for a fact that she was just as part of making that mistake as he was. He might not have said the right thing, but
It's
she
not a
didn't do the right
mistake
thing.
because at the end of the day, if you had me to the point where I was sick, ain't want to get out of bed 3 or 4 days, missing money, and I come up out of that, and I ask you, will you ever put me in a position to feel like that again? And you don't say no, I'm not going back there either.
But he
Who's
did.
going back there?
At the end of the day, he did it because he was insecure, not because he was being
Okay,
dishonest.
but now when we at the question, when I ask you, are you ever going to make me feel like that again? And why would you say no? And he knew
Because
right when he said no that he shouldn't have said no.
he
So,
shouldn't have said no, but at least that was the
and then he
portion of
didn't
it that
even
he was
say
being
nothing else
honest about.
after that. He didn't even
He
try
should
to
he
even.
should have said something else, but here is a whole
All
lot of
right,
empty
that's
seconds.
it. But that's it.
That's not it.
Nobody's
Because at
going
the
to
end of the
do
day,
that,
so
yo.
that makes you so automatically what you do is you take the second
I'm
option
telling you now.
immediately. Wait. Time out. You take the second option immediately. She went straight from the dust off breakup to the private jet with the next nigga.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. And she was right for that.
I can't say she was wrong. They wasn't together no more.
I mean, listen, we're gonna differ on that one. Because that to me,
see,
at the end of
now
the day,
I
the
would say she
talking
was
that you
wrong.
do.
I would say she was wrong.
Right.
If this was just some fly by night dude she met last week. What I said to you when we talked about this last week, what I said to you was, this is a person she had a relationship with that did not break her heart, right? So to her, he's safe. I need to be in a position now with somebody that I know is going to protect my heart because he always has. That's what that was about. This wasn't no regular dude. This wasn't somebody that she just met. She had
She had
history with this
already
man.
kissed him.
She had history with it. But her and Jazz was broken up. What are you talking about?
I thought she kissed him when her and Jazz was just going through.
No, her and Jazz was broken. Remember, after Jazz dumped her, after Jazz dumped her, she was in the bed for 3 days. She wasn't go nowhere. She wasn't do nothing. Then she wound up doing that football event. That was her first time outside, and the boy was there. She did not kiss him until after that. So her and Jazz was not together. Go back and watch it.
They was officially broken up. They
just
had
watched
broke
these
up.
episodes last week before the new season, so it's fresh in my mind.
I said before, I just I can't just continuously give her grace for the instant rebound.
Because you just don't want to. You just want to side with the man no matter what. It's okay.
Because at the end of the day, I know what it's like to be a man.
No, you don't listen. You don't.
If the nigga would have did that and whatnot, he'd have been crucified. You can't have it all the way your way, especially when miscommunication is in the process.
I ain't say nothing about Jazz coming with a new girl. I said good for him. But this is my thing.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact. I'm talking about what she did, not what he was doing.
No, you saying if a man had did it. I'm saying Jazz had a new girl. I didn't say nothing. My point about my whole thing.
Jazz had a new girl in a new season. I'm talking about the fact that.
But my whole thing, I'm trying to.
She went on a rebound. She went on a rebound tour in Europe.
Yeah, well.
Off the right, like I'm talking about.
After Jazz said what he said, it wasn't before that.
It don't matter. She had this.
The
rebound tour was so crazy that she had it lined up. It was the ticket was already purchased.
No, it was not. See, you gotta go back and watch the show.
He had already invited her before
he said I could get my jet to take us to Paris. That's not tickets. They didn't have to fly.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. Forget the tickets. But didn't he approach her about that before she went past the record shop?
No, that was afterwards. Because remember, she went back after the conversation with Jazz. And
no. Okay, so I'm talking about him coming back there at the end.
Remember, she went back and he asked her, what did you say? I got to think about it. She didn't say yes right away.
Okay.
She didn't agree to it until after she knew her and Jazz was going to be done after Jazz said what he said.
So she hopped right on the jet with the new nigga. Yo.
He's not new.
It don't matter if he's new or not.
It does matter. He's not new.
What are y'all
He was there first. He was not new.
I'm gonna say so. All right, I'm gonna say what everybody would be thinking that watch this or whatnot. All right. 3 days ago, this was your nigga that you was fucking on a regular basis.
It wasn't 3 days.
It was 3 days. We just said 3 days. She hadn't talked to him.
I said she was in bed for 3 days. I didn't say
how long before that was a breakup? So how long was she in bed? But they broke up weeks before. She was just in bed for 3 days. Which one is it?
No,
was she in bed for 3 days? Let's just say it was.
But that time period from her.
Let's just say it was 5 days. I don't care if it was 2 weeks. At the end of the day, fresh off the joint, after and then you still had questions about the situation, and then when you gotta resolve a day later, you in a fucking French villa, fucking the next nigga.
That he couldn't tell her that he wouldn't make her be in bed for 3 days, sick, hurt again.
He was
That
being
was
honest.
wrong on his part. You cannot do that. Nobody's trying to go back to that space or even
What
remotely.
does that have to do? What does that have to do with her
I told
sharing
you.
herself with the next
I
nigga
told you.
immediately?
I told you what it had to do
But
with.
that's not a good answer.
It
It's
is a
never
good
going to be.
answer.
It's only a good answer to women.
No, it's
No
a good
nigga would ever
answer.
think it's a
It's
good
a
answer
good
because it
answer
would.
to
Matter of fact,
whoever.
it's only a good answer
The
from
way to
women
get
to women.
over somebody is to get under another one.
See, that's not that. See, that
Hey,
shit don't work.
listen. At least it
That shit,
wasn't nobody new. At least it wasn't a new notch on her belt. She already was with him before. That's what I'm saying. She already was with the man. She already know
and
him.
it didn't
She
count because
already
it
knew
was in
her family.
France. And it didn't
Huh?
count. It didn't count because it was in France, right?
No, it definitely can't. But it's
No,
not a notch on her
I
belt
just
because
think it's
she was
definitely a
already
notch on the
with
belt.
him.
The notch is not who it was. The notch is how quick the shit happened.
It don't matter. They was done. If I'm done with you, I could get with somebody tomorrow. That don't mean nothing. No, now you would have an argument if this was some man she met 2 days ago. This man knows her
Wow, what's
family.
the
He's
difference?
ingrained in her family. She was in a relationship with him before. She knows him. It's not a new person. It's somebody she
Nah.
already was with. So
So
at the end of the day,
so my thing is always going to be
because
that
Jazz is
moral
technically the new nigga, if we being honest.
that moral compass is the problem. Is probably going to be the problem in a lot
It
of relationships.
ain't no moral compass. This is a
It's a
man that
moral
you already was
compass.
involved with. It
Mm-mm.
ain't no
You
nigga
can't.
in the street.
This is something that nobody will ever agree with. Me and you and I have never agree with this because at the end of the day, what it starts to come down to is the fact of the matter is that if you feel as if that fresh off the breakup, when you feel like you got to resolve in order to ease your pain, another dick is necessary, then at the end of the day, there's
It wasn't
never a
just
fucking
that
thing.
though. That's not all he was offering her.
It doesn't
To try
matter. That's
again.
what
They
came with it.
engaged. They engaged, sir. What we talking about? They're
But yeah,
engaged.
but that happened later. That didn't happen that night.
It ain't happened that much later. It happened when while they was in Paris. What are you talking about?
But at the end of the
They
day,
got
what I'm
engaged
talking
in Paris. They was
that's
only in Paris for a
only
month.
because they had history. That's only because they had history.
Okay, that's my point. They had history. The end. That's why it's different. They got history.
No, it's not.
History
It's not
enough.
because
History enough for
see,
this
the
man
problem is
to
that
want to marry her.
nope. The problem is that in that
No, the
instance,
man married her. The man
a
did
lot of
what
women
Jazz
will
wasn't going to do. The end.
listen. In that instance, a lot of women would utilize that to say, "Hey, listen, this is my moving on phase." And I don't think that
That ain't
anybody
even a
agrees.
moving on phase. That's just going back to what I know.
No,
Not moving on.
stop.
It is. What
They
she
hadn't
not?
been together.
Answer
They
the
hadn't been
question.
together for at least a year.
So what?
You giving too much weight. Stop
She
giving so
wasn't
much
even with
weight.
Jazz that long.
But
So
at the end of
technically,
the
he's
yeah,
the
you're
new
right.
man.
That's cool, but it
He's
still
not the new
doesn't
man. Jazz
don't
is
make
the
it
new man.
justifiable, Ty. It don't.
Yes, it is.
Don't make it
It
justifiable.
absolutely is.
There's
It is.
whole activity going on.
No, it's not. Not at
Yes,
all.
it is.
You
That is.
cannot say that when it's the person was
It
already
is.
with. It
No,
don't
it's whole
count.
activity.
No. No.
No, that is, bro.
That's the wrong word. That's the wrong
No,
word.
it's not the
That's the
right
wrong
word.
word. They was
No.
broken up, and this is the man that you
Mm-mm.
already knew and was already with.
I think it's not even about
Nope.
that portion
So
of
I
it. It's
guess
about
Ashanti is whole activity too, because she had a boyfriend before she started dating Nelly again. It happens.
yeah, it's whole activity.
That wasn't the man for her. She
If
went back
you
to who the
if
man
you
is for her.
if you are steadily sleeping with one and then you break up with that one and then
He broke up with her.
immediately go to the next. It
It's
don't
not
matter.
a next. It's going back.
It don't matter if it's back
It
forth.
does.
Like, listen, at the end
It
of the day,
does.
they got a history. They haven't been together. So at
It
the end of the
does. It don't
it's
matter. They got history. He's integrated in the family, and he asked to marry after a month. So clearly, he
nah,
came back with good intentions
sure, but
on
at the end
wanting to get her back as his woman, and he told her so.
so
So
but let
there
me
you
ask you a
have
question.
it. It
Let
ain't
me ask
like he came back and just wanted to sleep with her and keep it moving. That's a whole different thing. He came back.
why is
They
this
went to
different?
Paris for a month. He proposed while they was there. He wanted to marry her because he still loved her. The only reason why they broke up was because he went to the NFL. It wasn't no other shit that went on. That's a good reason to spin the block. Good night.
Whole activities.
No, don't call her a hoe. She's not a hoe.
It's whole activities.
That's not whole activities at all.
It
You
is.
clearly got the wrong definition of whole activity. That's not whole
No,
activity.
you can't.
That's not even a new notch on her belt. So no, it's not whole
It don't
activity.
matter if it's a new notch
It's
or
not
not.
a new notch on her belt, and this is a man that
Let me ask you a question. If a woman sleeps with two different men in one day, is she a hoe?
No.
All right, then we got different explanations. All right, well, this has
A
been
hoe is somebody who will
Mr.
sleep
Know
with
It All knows.
anybody and multiple people
All right.
and doesn't care about sleeping with whoever. Y'all
So
be having the definition of hoe mixed up. That's
no, no,
not a
no,
hoe.
no. That is the dictionary definition.
No,
I'm
that's
talking about. I'm
hoe is
talking
not
about
no.
every other definition of it.
The dictionary definition is a garden tool. If we being
All right. No, no, no. Urban Dictionary. Then let's do it that way.
Peace.
Urban Dictionary definition. That's definitely hoe activity. You
All
know
right,
that.
y'all. Next week, same time, same place.
Next week,
Thanks,
yeah.
Ken Jones, for coming on.
Ken Jones, we appreciate you for coming on, and this has been the third installment of Mr. Know It All Knows. This week it was funny, and thank you, Taya.
Mr.
Appreciate
Know It
you.
All knows nothing.
Yeah, I know whole activity when I hear it. Oh shit! All right, y'all be safe. See y'all next week. Peace. What the hell?